and welcome. Oh my god, I didn't get interrupted. To Rime of the Frostmaiden. We're back with another episode.
Of butts.
Today, I think we are dealing with a dragon mostly. But
Dragon
before we deal with a dragon, there it is. I was wondering. I was like,
another Wi-Fi for me and Dave.
very delayed butts there.
You asked for quiet.
I did.
I gave you quiet.
I appreciate that. When I'm like, I need to start the show, and everybody's like still talking about what we're gonna do today, all excited and stuff. It's great energy, but it's it's like, guys, I need to count in. Like, it's a whole thing. Anyway, one of the things I was going to talk about before we get rolling is the bunny list of fun stuff for Monday, which she leaves me every time we begin one of these shows.
MVP. I used to have to do her work, and now I just don't anymore.
Bunny says that next week the new Kids on Bikes show starts Monday mornings. I don't know if that means this Monday or next Monday.
Next Monday.
It's next Monday? All right, cool. And also, there's some Star Wars show stuff happening. But
it's the Kids on Bike show. Do you know?
I do not know what it is. I know it's on Monday mornings.
I know what it is.
All right, go.
Thank you.
It's being hosted over on the Roll20 channel. It's got a pretty great cast. It is also being done in partnership with Hunters Entertainment, and I believe that it starts at 10 a.m. Pacific, maybe even earlier than that. But it's early. It starts pretty early in the morning.
Okay, cool. Well, you should check that out, friends. Roll20 channel.
Yeah, I'm sure there'll be more details on Twitter.
Dave wrote an awesome blog about updated dynamic lighting, and you should read it.
Oh yeah, I did.
Hey.
So definitely do that.
It was really funny. When it got tweeted out, it's like Dave has tips for using dynamic lighting. Although I wrote 1,000 words of fluff piece. There is not a single piece of actual useful information.
I also did like a updated dynamic lighting stream with Katie and Corey last week. So that's on YouTube. Yeah, you can check that out. There is the Roll20 like round table is on Wednesday at 4:30 PT. So if folks want to want some updates direct from the Roll20 staff, that'd be a great place for it. At around 4:30 PT, like I said, on the Roll20 channel, www.twitch.tv/Roll20app. And the other stuff is that. No, that's it. That's the whole thing. That's all of it. The other stuff is jokes about Bria running an Avatar game, but I'm definitely not going to will that into existence by
do it.
by stating it now. How's everybody doing since last week? How are we feeling? What's the general vibe?
I feel damn good today. It's been overdue. I woke up this morning like on time, took my dog for a walk. He wasn't a jerk. I came home, I made an actual breakfast, and it was like still 10 o'clock. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm powerful.
What do you mean your dog wasn't a jerk? Dogs are never jerks.
He's a jerk. He is 80 pounds of pure muscle to the point like where if I pull, he actually times himself to lean the other direction so he doesn't move. And when I give a little slack, he relaxes. He's not even looking at me. Yeah, it's the worst.
I like your dog a lot.
And like he's bad to the point where if he's not listening, I know he's actively ignoring me because I'm like, Leo, come here. And his ears perk up because he hears me and just doesn't look at me. Yeah.
I mean,
I feel like your dog is a reflection of you as a person.
Probably.
I'm also feeling pretty good, Gabe, to reflect on that. Good vibes for today. I ate like $50 worth of sushi for lunch, so
yes,
I'm good. That's all I needed today.
Did it taste like $50 worth of sushi?
It did. It was really good.
Sponsored by Roll20.
But my
sushi.
I told you guys in the pre-show that I'm doing like a everyday workout thing where I'm following like some online guides and so forth, and it's killing me. But today's a rest day, so I thought I'd eat $50 worth of sushi for lunch.
That's a lean protein. It's good for you.
Yeah.
You're good.
No, it was better than ordering like fried chicken or something. I feel like I did okay there.
Heck yeah.
How about anybody else? I know I just like I usually go like last, but I'm feeling the vibes, you know.
There's the segue.
You're good. I woke up this morning super early and looked out, and there was like a weird mist coming off of my pool, which my half asleep brain was like, "Oh, I'm in a nightmare," and I like started getting really scared, and then I was like, no, I think the pool just got left on. And so I just jumped in my pool at like 7 a.m. It was a really good idea.
Ooh.
It was like bath hot, which I'm like, I'm not looking forward to the power bill, but it was dope.
Yeah, I mean that sounds great, but also terrible. Yeah.
Yeah, it was both.
It's
in
like
equal measure.
It's like at the time it's good, but the delayed pain of the bill will be
I'm not gonna enjoy that.
I got you.
No.
How about you, Aki? Anything cool over the last week?
Nothing over the last weeks. Like we had our big Trevor Project fundraiser over at Saving Throws show.
Mm-hmm.
That was a lot of fun. I got to play with Critical Bard, who is awesome. It's the first time I've ever had the chance to play with him.
Kwame was such a cutie.
Yeah, I like Kwame a lot. And I love being tormented by spiders. Spooners. But I'm launching a new show with Indicate this week, which I'm really excited about. I'm going to be one of the co-hosts for their new tabletop RPG series that they're going to be doing, and I'm pretty excited about that. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean,
Congrats.
I mean, I feel very lucky to have a full-time job that's also like, yes, please play games during your work day. And
I mean, that's pretty great. Yeah.
Fact.
Like, sure. I okay.
You know, like
Fine with me.
if you can get it, get it, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Fact. I want to talk about, because I did the same marathon. My show was before yours. And
Yeah, you finally premiered the new version of
Salt Bay.
Salt Bay.
It's such a weird premise. But that aside, our guest was Brennan Lee Mulligan from Dimension 20, and I have never, like, I got 2 hours of sleep. I was just sitting there like, this is a very good DM, and I don't do voices. Oh my god, what if he hates the whole thing? What do I do? It ended up being fine, but just,
yeah, I mean,
stage fright never goes away.
It always does end up being fine. Pretty much every time that feeling arrives. You know what I mean? I totally understand that, where you're like, I don't know if it's gonna go well. I mean, I feel that about this show every week. You know, like I'm like, I don't know if it'll go well. But then I'm like, shut up, Elf. You know it'll be fine. They'll listen to whatever you say. It doesn't matter. You know, like,
The faith you have in us, I hope we have actually earned.
I mean, yeah, pretty much.
Oh, yay, we live.
I say pretty much. I'm not 100%.
100%.
My personality requires that I remain slightly tsundere about it, but
no.
I accept that.
Yeah.
Points for phrasing. Yeah, that's good.
How about you, Dave? How's your week been?
It's been actually. You know, sometimes when people ask you, like, how are you? And you just kind of say, like, good or okay.
Yeah.
I've tried to stop doing that. But actually, this week was really good, which is really nice because I don't feel like that super often. I totally ruined my sleep schedule last week because there was a Final Fantasy 14, like,
oh, yeah, you did that event thing.
Announcement of the new expansion. And it started at 1 a.m. and the stuff kind of carried on until like 9 a.m. So I was just like, well, it's really exciting. And I've had the theme song for the thing stuck in my head the entire time.
I mean, it sounds pretty cool from what I heard. But I only heard what you said, so really, like, that's my frame of reference.
The new healer has laser beams.
Laser beams?
Yeah, I love laser beams.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with healing laser beams.
And I got cat ears on today.
Yeah, I feel like
it was like a tweet or something like last week, and I don't remember what it was, but I followed through on it. I bought cat ears, now I'll put them on.
Legit. Why buy something and not use it after all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It had a little choker with the bell on it, but my neck is too fat.
Oh no!
Oh no! You just gotta glue some ribbon to the back.
Yeah.
You're good.
Yeah, look, here he is. Jingle, jingle, jingle.
Nice.
Some
Tie
more
it around
jingle.
your beard, and then you have a little.
Just hang it off the beat.
Try that while we do the rest
Oh
of.
no!
Yes.
This will end well.
Let chaos reign.
It's gonna be good. Thank you, Bruce,
Got
for
two
that.
stupid rings.
You're
on.
welcome, Al.
You're.
I love you.
Mm,
You have to say it back.
do
You
I?
have to.
Do I?
You have to.
I love you as well, Bria.
Yay!
Yay.
Clip it.
Aw.
Gabe's face. He's lost so much respect for you, Elf.
Okay.
What?
What?
Just the way you were looking at the screen, Gabe, like what
The
the
contempt.
what the fuck is happening right now?
Yo, that question lives rent free in my brain always. Like we keep it in a closet, so it's just like, oh god dang it, Abria is saying something again. Go get it. Like
Yeah. Well, sometimes I gotta throw her a bone. So
Thanks.
it's
Thank
fine.
you.
Yeah.
Placate me.
Y'all are weird.
What am I gonna do about this? Yeah.
Y'all, I am experiencing like a serotonin and endorphin high. 'Cause
I was
can
gonna say,
kind
I
of
feel
focus
like-
my ears right now,
Okay.
and no one can tell me shit.
I feel like
It's because you don't listen.
I feel like we got a little bit of that like across the board. There's just like a sort of manicness to a lot of like what is happening today, which is nice.
It's like the manic
because-
pixie dream girl concept.
'cause
I
I-
want to be. Never mind. Continue. Mine's very weird.
I was just gonna say because I feel like mostly I come. You know, you have to tell it now. You
Now you have to tell it.
You
You
can't.
have to
You
say
can't
it
say
now.
never mind. Mine was gonna be weird and then retreat. I'm sorry. Now you're
We don't
stuck.
allow you to bail.
There will be nothing further until you tell us what you were gonna say.
Yep.
This manic pixie dream girl. I wanna.
Uh-oh. We cracked him up in advance.
It's just devolving into worse and worse concepts. I'm gonna be like, I want to be I want to be manic fairy day dad. But like,
Yay!
Wow.
Clip that too.
Yeah,
See?
in your Twitter bio. Let's go.
I
Clip
will
it.
right now.
It seems. It seems reasonable.
Why?
I mean, I
This is
wouldn't.
really difficult.
I wouldn't say that doesn't describe you. You know what I mean?
Oh, I can be
So-
manic. I can be manic fairy dream daddy.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's the thing.
The implementation of daddy at the end is
If
slightly
I don't
different.
say it, someone else will. So I'm
It's-
just gonna beat him to it.
It's slightly more. It sounds different in my ears, and I'm not sure that I enjoy it.
That's
yeah.
Manic Pixie Dream Daddy. I'm very
I've been
here
back
that.
for 5 minutes. Yeah, ignore me. Go
No,
back to yelling at Abria for saying weird things.
That's fine.
Abria's like, I can take it. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
I know what I'm
Sure.
signing up for.
I finally changed this overlay to say that you're a Goliath barbarian. By the way, Abria, it finally.
Oh,
says
look
it
at me.
It only took me 15 episodes.
Hey, aren't we chasing down a dragon today?
We
Yeah,
are.
we're boned.
I'll die and have to be something else,
Yeah.
but thank you.
Yeah. I mean, it's very
Watch
possible.
this. Watch this be the episode that we're all like, okay, we're rolling new characters.
Team White.
Here we go.
Well, I hope everybody has leveled up to level 6.
Y'all come back as paladins.
By the way,
I am a level 6 girl.
you are a level 6. Good. Everybody else is
I'm
level
a
6
level
also.
6
Good.
boy.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. All right.
I can't
Well,
get this bell stuck in my beard.
I
I'm sorry
guess-
to let everyone down.
I guess let's hop into it. So, racing back towards 10 Towns, you can see ahead of you smoke and like ash rising from a bunch of locations across the like dotted across the map as you like descend the mountain. It is really clear that the Chartland Dragon has had some time to just like fuck everything up, and what they have done at like destroying stuff wise has been pretty like not complete, you know what I mean? Like it has been like very complete, like not just drive everybody out of the town, not just kill the militias or whatever, but like drive everybody out, kill as many people as possible, and burn everything. You know, like, it is an intense campaign of destruction across 10 towns. Apparently, Zardarok was not a big fan. And the Chartland Dragon is a creature of destruction and doom.
Me too.
We did a very good job of protecting 10 towns, y'all.
So like for example, let me just give you some like taste testers from the like previously destroyed towns. So I have a thing called the Dragon Scourge, which is a chart that shows me where and at what time the dragon makes it to each town and what they do there. So for instance, the first target, Dugan's Hole, the dragon, it says the dragon destroys every structure in town, including the docks, in 30 minutes. It leaves the 20 stones of Thrune untouched, as was always Zardarok's intention, blah, blah, blah. And then it says casualties. 25 people, which is half the population, are killed. The survivors, including Speaker Dermot, flee to Bryn Shander. Dragon damage? The dragon takes no damage. It says the dragon takes no damage a lot in this drop down. So it's like
perfect run. Let's go.
Gone after the dragon first.
Hold on. What were we gonna do to the dragon then?
The same thing we're gonna do now.
You're level 6 now.
I feel 20% stronger than I was when we started.
This is fair.
I barely changed.
Yeah,
that's a personal problem.
It is. I know.
I got like 6 more hit points for this dragon to blast through.
Just so you know, in the next one, it also says the dragon takes no damage, and the one after that, it also says the dragon takes no. Oh no, he takes 10 hit points of damage on that one. Then the next one, it says the dragon takes no damage, and the next one, it says the dragon takes no damage, and then next one 5 damage.
Who's the one person that got a dent on our boy? Because I need to go have a conversation.
Right, let me check it out.
Boogie was in another town by accident.
Boogie.
Let me check it out for you.
I feel like Boogie versus the dragon.
The one where he takes 10 points of damage, he kills 250 people, which is 10 times as many as the first one.
Oh, so. I'm sure he just got tired. He tuckered himself out.
Just a little bit. You know, he's just been going for a while.
Tried to breathe out the dragon breath and just had a little cough.
Yeah,
I don't feel like this party has had any consequences to this extent until now.
I mean,
100%.
So
for sure.
Now that I've told you how it's working and what the level of destruction is, there are like 6 of these plumes of smoke rising from the horizon in various directions. Like these towns have been decimated to the point of like black char, basically. And
they can definitely rebuild.
And you can see the dark shadow of the Chartland Dragon headed through the sky towards Lonelywood. And you all, I need somebody to make a survival check to see how quickly you can move across this land. You may.
Can someone offer support, please?
I will.
You got plenty of support.
Sweet, 19.
Very nice. Okay, so with the help of your newfound wizard friend, and her sled full of kobolds, and your own sled hasted by our wizard, you managed to make it to Lonelywood as the dragon does, you know, like as the dragon is descending, and you sled out onto the streets, and the wizard hops off of her sled and sort of looks up at the sky as the dragon passes over, and like one pass, you know, like a scouting pass, basically. This like immense mechanical shriek coming off it, like kind of thing.
Yeah, again, I didn't hear it.
Shut the fuck up. You make dragon noises, Dave. There you go. You did it.
Jesus Christ.
And here it is. Here's the dragon. There you go. You should be able to see a handout for the.
He's so cool. I don't want to break him.
The Chartland Dragon. He's very cool. He's a very cool dragon. But so she hops off the sled and looking around, nobody is here. Lonelywood is empty. Like there are no people. There are no like running, grabbing stuff. You know, like kind of evacuating. Clearly, they've had some warning. There have been a lot of towns burned. You know what I mean? Like up until this point, and they have gotten the hell out of there. There is nobody on the streets. It is empty.
So what you're saying is we don't get to use all our NPCs to help us fight.
Well, they didn't know you'd be back, so yeah, they dished out.
We had
They
a
dished
mummy.
out with everybody else.
Buddy.
They're not gonna sit around and wait for Chartle and Dragon to fucking ruin their shit.
They did the smart thing. We are proud of them. For
Hiding in the
preserving
corpse
their
hole in the
lives.
basement.
So, is your intent to try and defend the structures of Lonelywood? Is that your move here? There doesn't seem to be anybody here, but like the tavern will be destroyed if you let the dragon just like hang out and burn stuff.
Right.
But
Do we know why a construct dragon is being unleashed on 10 towns?
you know that Zardarok had evil plans to destroy all of 10 towns so that he might take over the surface now that there was no sun.
That's right.
And also that the dragon is a construct created by him on a pre-planned flight path through 10 towns, like to smash them all. And eventually it'll end up back at the fortress if it's not dead.
We need to take this dragon out.
I mean, we could try to fight the dragon. We could also, I don't know, can't you look like other people? Can
I
we
can.
do a lie? And you can
am-
look like Zardarok?
Oh,
and
I
be like,
could.
No, go away. We did it. This is all I would.
You're pretty sure that's
People.
unlikely to work. Just
Yeah,
like
I got the impression he didn't. Well, we looked for a control panel back there. I think he just like go, and then it went.
the
I think he put in voice
wizard.
recognition.
The wizard who's with you, by the way, goes like jumps off her sled, and like 3 or 4 kobolds jump off the sled like that they've been tucked in nearby to her and like array in a defensive, formation around her. And she goes, "Oh, I'm Valine, by the way. Once we deal with this, I got a whole thing I want to talk to you about, but this is kind of the priority." Like Dragon swoops over as she's talking, and I guess roll initiative.
Oh, okay.
Yay!
Did we take a nap?
Yeah, long.
Yeah, we had a
Yeah,
long
we're full
rest.
health.
You all have full. You're leveled up, so full health, full abilities.
Okay. No, I
Whoa.
lost health over some bullshit.
Okay, what do you?
did I do? I don't remember.
Big again.
I can get big one time. Let's go.
Oh, that's who that
Get
is.
big and pull the dragon out of the sky and
That's
suplex
exciting.
it. Oh, the dream suplexing a dragon.
What am I doing?
Oh, you know.
Do I have to click on my little token?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll bring you to a page where you have tokens. Hang
Okay.
on. Okay. So here we are. This is
Oh,
not. This is
hell.
Lonelywood now. Because there are no maps for the actual like dragon combat.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
we're gonna be doing a little bit of theater to the mind on this one. Just using the map as like a basic.
Cool.
Okay. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
That's a nat 1 with a -1 for a 0. Let's
I
go.
love it.
Why is it for drugs with us?
Yup.
The drug
Where
saw
did it
that
go?
dragon was just like,
Nah,
Nope.
this
Oh
y'all
no!
got this.
Oh no! There are 2
Oh,
initiatives.
fine, I'm
There are
out.
okay. I didn't clear the initiative order, so there are 2 initiatives for all different kinds of bursts and rattles and so forth in the initiative.
Oh.
So
Oh, I only see 1.
I'm just gonna
Yeah.
remove everything, and you guys can just add it back. You can use whatever. I made a mistake, so you can use whatever roll you do that is better than the one you had before. It's okay.
Changing mine back to my original one.
Yeah,
I'm
you-
going to 0.
it's just really fucking funny.
oh,
It'll
the
help
dragon
you.
go first.
I've never had a 0 before. This is awesome.
Big dragon.
I don't like that Big Kitty goes first.
Big kitty.
No.
What?
Okay.
It looks like a thick ass toothless.
Yeah, it
And
does.
toothless
yeah.
is based off a cat.
Heavily armored beef toothless. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like toothless, but braces. Braces.
Braces.
Okay, so dragon goes first. Dragon has a flying speed of 90 feet. It flies very fast, and it is above you in the air. It does a typical dragon maneuver, and by the way, array yourselves in where you want to be standing, like relative to each other, because I don't want to have you all clumped up if you don't want to be clumped up or whatever. Like, just spread yourselves out if you want around.
Not a cone, everyone.
I would like to be in a cone, a cold cone, please.
All right. Oh,
That's
I should roll initiative for Feline as well. Hang on.
I really hope Valine has the make the dragon land magic spell.
Yeah, she doesn't.
The contempt.
Hey, do you remember when I said that we were going to install like a ballista on top of the tavern?
Oh, we had that conversation. I remember that.
Yeah.
Hundo P.
I don't remember that. Anyway, dragon swoops over you, and while it is in the air, it breathes its horrible dragon breath down upon Vidrux, who is standing alone. So actually no, I can do this way smarter.
No, you don't have to.
No.
Rest of y'all trash.
No, it's cool. The dragon, it's way above you, so it's not actually engaged in melee, but it's coming through, and it's gonna strafe through Vidrux to Yeshivon in one move, because its breath weapon is not in fact a cone, it is a laser. It shoots like a radiant laser beam out of its mouth. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Wait, do I have a chance to rage before this starts?
It can't hit you and the other two, so it's missing you.
Is it radiant?
Could I have
think
gone
Yeshivon's
to a rage
happy
before
about
we
that.
start?
It is indeed radiant. The dragon exhales a ray of radiant energy in a 120-foot line that's 5 foot wide. Each creature in that line must make a DC 16 Dex save, so Dex saves, please, or take.
I don't have resistance to radiant damage.
Oh, sorry. I must have misremembered.
Psychic damage.
Psychic.
Yeah, so there's this moment of like you're expecting it to breathe this sort of like exhale of flame, and it just opens its mouth, and there's a buildup of energy, and it just shoots a laser beam.
It makes the Godzilla.
Yeah, it makes the
Yeah.
noise as it just like cuts a laser beam through the ground. Yeah.
So I get an extra 2 to this roll because of Aura of Protection.
Okay.
We should stand next to you then.
I
No,
have
get away from me.
%.
So it's 10.
20.
You're not in it.
You don't have to do
Wait,
it.
the thing is in front of me. What are you talking about?
No. It goes over
You're
you.
good.
I've
You're
said.
good.
Oh,
You're good.
okay. Well, I remembered I had danger sense, and that's a win for me.
Okay. You guys are gonna take 41 radiant damage as it lasers the fuck out of you.
Fine.
And
We
it
have no healing potions.
and it flies
It's okay.
over the top, swooping down over a building, and like coming back around for another pass at range. Rattle, you're up.
Wow, that.
How high up would you say it is?
It's about like 20, 30 feet in the air. It's not like super high. But it's like high enough that it's not like in reach of melee weapons for sure.
Okay, the map is not actually like this, right? We're doing a theater of the mind.
Yeah, no, yeah, this is just relative.
Okay. Would it be feasible if I used my run and my bonus run to kind of get underneath it and throw a dagger up in
Yeah,
there?
you can try and throw a dagger up like under it for sure.
Okay.
So you move, bonus move, and then throw a dagger.
Yeah, because I figured like
If
otherwise I
it's
can't get
20
range.
feet in the air, then it's within range of a throwing dagger. So feel free.
Yeah.
That's a hit.
27.
That is a hit on the Chardolin dragon.
Can I have sneak attack, please?
As a treat.
I like that you asked nicely.
Under what circumstances?
It didn't see me because I'm camouflaged against the snow because I'm a skeleton.
You know, you're wearing dark clothing.
I
But
take it
wait.
all off. I can't
What naked skeleton?
Get naked.
Ah,
No, I just, I don't do any
You know what?
damage without it, so I give a
you know what? I'll give it to you just because I'm super nice.
Because it's not gonna matter. You're gonna die anyway.
And because if it manages to recharge its laser beam, you're totally fucked. So yeah,
I did more damage than like 500 people.
The dragon roars an annoyed roar, and it is clear that it will deal with nuisances first.
Oh. I don't have 41 health.
It's not a stupid dragon. It's a very destructive dragon. Bursa.
It's the recharge on its breath weapon is not
tight. Okay, so it's very far.
What I really love right now is narratively, Rattle is directly underneath the dragon. So
that's why it couldn't see me.
Looking forward to a move. My next move was all I gotta say on that.
Let's just drop it. Okay, I'm gonna hit it, pew pew, with firebolt, and then run in and rage.
Okay,
like you do. Oh, hey! 20! Oh God, what did I do? I didn't mean to click that for everyone to see, but congratulations. That's how firebolt works. 23 points.
Holy damn.
Shit.
Of fire damage to this bad boy, and then I'm gonna run my full movement, which is not that far. No, I'm gonna zag on him. We're going this way.
We're
gonna
zag on him.
Serpentine, Rickon, and behind the thing, I'm gonna go into a rage.
Always too soon.
Hoping that it comes over here soon, and I can
fuck you, dragon.
Start doing a hit, and that's my full go.
Yeshivon, you're up next.
Cool. Yeshivon cuffs up a big glob of blood because that.
Yeah, getting laser beamed is not a fun time.
I'm on top of a rock.
When you get dropped down to 4 hit points, that especially sucks. I'm gonna go ahead and do Dark Bolt at 2nd level.
Okay.
Over here, let me go ahead and mark that off, and then start doing some rolling here. I believe I need to roll for it. I always forget how this damn spell works because I never actually get to freaking use it.
Is it the Scorching Ray one?
It's basically like a magic missile for warlocks. And I lied. I'm gonna do this at level 3. But let me figure out exactly what is the information. I'm so sorry. This always takes so much fucking time. Okay, quick invocation, blah 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 blah. Make a ranged spell attack.
It's the yeah, it's like Scorching Ray. So you're hurling 3 ray attacks.
I don't know why it always has it down. Something keeps happening in the settings where it turns off the fact that this is an attack spell and turns it into a DC 1. I don't think a 10 is going to hit.
10 does not hit, unfortunately.
And let's do the second one. 23.
23 hits.
One. I believe that I have 5 bolts. But I'm not sure. 4 bolts? I don't know.
Yeah, it looks like
16?
4 bolts.
4 bolts. 16 is not a hit, unfortunately.
Jeez. Okay, last one. And then I'll hit damage on whichever one's hit. Yep. So only
another
one
miss.
hits.
Yeah, one hit.
Casting it at level 3. So that is
10 cold damage
10 cold,
and a DC 16 Constitution save for my dragon. It fails its Constitution save, which means that unable to use a reaction. The cold damage, however, doesn't seem to do as much as you might hope that it does. It is.
Did the hot damage do anything special?
No, it seemed to be fine.
Beans. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I got one more trick up my sleeve, but that's one spell slot out of 2 gone. Here we go. And then I think I'm gonna try and move under this copse of trees for some cover here.
All right.
Yeah, just gonna say that I'm here. I'm guessing that there's space underneath this tree for me to, like, I'm not actually actively trying to hide. I know I can't do that, but I'm basically just trying to get some cover here from this tree.
Okay, Valine is gonna go. Valine is going to cast a spell at the dragon. And we will see if it can save it. I guarantee that it probably will, but that's fine. It does. Nothing happens. Valine casts a spell and nothing seems to happen.
Oh.
Thanks, Valine.
Ooh.
Me?
Yeah.
What the hell to do?
Who's shield at it, Captain America style?
No.
Wait, it's attached to your arm, isn't it?
But yes.
Throw yourself like a shield.
No, I've done that multiple times. It ends badly. I'm gonna move here, and I'm gonna crap.
Remember, it's not actually like this, so you can narrate cool shit if you can think of it.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm just moving around. I'm gonna use lay on hands to heal myself for 15. Yeah, I'm gonna do that because I'm bad. Put my shield out. Bonus action. That's it.
All right. So, the dragon flies away.
What?
Towards its next target.
Oh, no. No.
Seemingly driven off by your damage and your resistance to it.
You did it.
It goes from Lonelywood. It's like, and it flies off in another direction.
Where's it going next?
I don't know, but we can't let it get away.
Anybody want who looked?
I remember the map.
Yeah,
because we looked at it. He's going to.
And let me find it for you. Hang on.
Yeah, because we did see that. Like.
Bremen would be next.
Bremen.
It's an hour and a half away.
Do we know who lives in Bremen?
Does it matter?
I don't think you ever went to Bremen.
Nope.
No, it doesn't matter. We can just chill here now. We still got a tavern.
Maybe so, but did you see what this dragon did to every other town on our way here? Hundreds of people are without their homes now. Maybe hundreds more have died.
That sort of sounds like a them problem.
It is.
Let me put it a different way. If everyone's dead, no one will pay us money for bad alcohol.
Or anything else.
Is anybody going to check the tavern for, like, messages or anything? You know, like...
Yeah, I want to know where Boogie is.
Yeah, we can duck in there real fast to see what's going on.
Wait, this is... this is bad. I just go get my egg. Screw everything else.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, I gotta go get the egg.
We could go into the tavern, see if we can grab some extra supplies or anything like that. But there is
a letter on the tavern counter, addressed to the group in case you like made it back here. It's written in what you've learned is Sonar's handwriting, and it reads. Dear proprietors of this establishment, if you arrive at a time where nobody is in town, it is because there is a horrible monstrosity. If you have received this letter, it means the tavern has not yet been burned to the ground. All of us have retreated to Bryn Shander, where everybody seems to be planning to make their final stand. The town of Lonelywood would not have been a safe place to fortify, and thus we have all traveled to the walled Bryn Shander.
Oh.
Yours faithfully.
Oh my God.
Sonar.
The calligraphy. I learned the word calligraphy. That's nice, but it's kind of a lot.
Well, at least we know where they're all headed, and I don't think it's a bad idea, but we certainly shouldn't leave them to fight on their own. And think of it this way, Rattle. Us going to help defend the people in Bryn Shander guarantees our continued ability to create revenue for ourselves in 10 towns.
You can rob whoever you want when we get.
By the way, you guys know that there are 2 more towns for it to burn before it gets to Bryn Shander.
Targos!
One of them is Bremen, which it's going to now, and the other one is Targos, where your dog dads live.
Yeah.
I'd rather get there.
They small.
What?
They would go to Bryn Shander as well. They're probably fine.
Well, we should.
And look, the only reason I'm saying that I don't care is because actually I've been having recently confusions. If you'll remember, I fed a healing potion to someone instead of just running away. I'm just projecting the fact that I am confused about my own relation to people being alive and just pretending that I don't care.
The dragon keeps flapping its way to its next target.
I go to the sled where my steed is attached and say, you can either go with me to the next town, or...
Did you get your egg?
Was my egg there, Elf?
No, actually, it was gone.
Yep.
It was gone, and it was clear that it had been moved by the people who work for you.
Yep, cool.
They're not going to leave it there.
Yep, that makes sense.
Wherever the kobolds are is probably where the egg is.
Yay!
Yeah, our people know how to take care of our things that are important to us.
Is there anything from Boogie?
No, but the letter from Sinar suggests that Boogie is probably okay.
All right.
So Yeshivon immediately heads to the sled to climb on board. They're not cool with towns getting destroyed.
So to Bremen then?
That's what I think.
Yeah.
Valine.
Man, Brinchander.
Wait, why are we going to Bremen? Why are we going to Brinchander?
Well, Brinchander is last. We need to get to either Targos or Bremen and see if we can't head it off a little bit.
We could split up, but
I'm fine with either. If we want to send some people to head to Brinchander, and a couple of us to keep chasing after it, kind of see if we can whittle it down.
You won't reach Bremen before the dragon without a good survival check. It's not possible over land. It's flying. You know what I mean?
Well, if the warhorse it's moving faster than 60 per
90
movement?
feet. It has a 90-foot fly speed.
Okay.
Yeah. So
yeah, I think the smart call here is probably to just go straight for Brinchander and cut over land to it.
Do we want to try to stop at Targos? I like the dog dads.
I actually don't disagree with Rattle on this one. Hopefully they, like everyone else, have gotten wind of what is happening. If Lonelywood was able to find out ahead of time that the dragon was on its way and head towards Brinchander, then we have to hope that Targos got this.
Okay, we're on the sled.
No, this is just me checking if the breath weapon recharges by the time it gets
there. I was like, we're going. Please stop.
Can the tiefling take people? Do we know? On her sled?
She's not a tiefling. She's just a human.
Can the human take people on her sled?
She already has a bunch of kobolds on her sled. She has a gang of helpers. She could probably take one more person.
Okay.
I mean,
well then you can all. We're going to Targos, and then you can go ahead without me.
Wait, where are you? Where are you going?
I'm going to be dropped off in Targos, and if need be, I can call myself a new steed, and assume that you've gotten there in time. And I point to the skeleton horse that's pulling the sled.
Yeah. Okay.
Ooh, why?
Because I'd rather evacuate as many people as I can.
Yeah, you could get to Targos before the dragon does.
Just all go to Targos.
No, if there's reservations about going ahead and preparing for the dragon, I support it. But I am not going to abandon these people.
And we're not going to abandon you. And I smack the skeleton horse on the ass and just yell, "Go to Targos!" I don't really know how magical horses
the skeleton
work.
horse react to being
I tell it to go.
Okay, all right. Yeah. All right. So,
I just do it and then look at you and then you tell it to go and I'm like, good.
So you guys know that Bremen is kind of screwed because it'll get there before you. But you head to Targos across land. Bursa, can you give me another survival check, please?
Yes. Am I getting help?
I'll help you since you're
24.
guiding my horse.
Natural 20.
Very nice, very nice, very nice. Nice. You make it to Targos before the dragon gets there. You can hear the sound of its laser beam shooting off in Bremen, you know what I mean? And you can see a sort of explosion and fire catching in the nearer town. You see the black smoke billowing up.
Is it weird that I kind of want it to win because it's way cooler than everyone else?
And you know that it'll be here very, very shortly.
Yeah. Okay, I have a narrative aspect of what I would like to do.
Please.
So we're trying to send them somewhere. Where are we trying to send them?
You're trying to send them to Bryn Shander. Bryn Shander has proper walls, like big stone walls, and not that helps with a flying enemy, but there are troops in Bryn Shander.
Okay, I want to use my channel divinity to create the Draconic roar, to roar as loudly as I can in the square of Targos to get as many people's attention as I can.
Okay, yeah.
And then as soon as people are aware, just yelling, "Head to Bryn Shander immediately. There is a danger approaching."
So, you know that tiefling you met in like episode 2 or whatever, or like 3, who was just like a grumpy fucking veteran fellow, and you didn't like him at all? He's been like marshaling the militia who have like stayed here to try and hold the place. And he like turns along with his men like when you yell, and he goes like, "You want us to just leave?"
I want you to have a fighting chance.
Can you give me like an advantage persuasion?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sweet.
And can I help by shouting "Wee you" like a
17.
17.
Okay.
No, 17's good. So
Better than
it
that
looks
one.
like he wants to like just argue with you because he's a cantankerous motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like it looks like he wants to be right, but he knows that like tactically, I think like you're making the right call.
Yeah.
So he puts his fingers in his mouth and like does like a hoarse whistle, and like all of his men like hurry over, paying attention. He's like, "We can't hold this place. We're gonna head to Bryn Shander and we'll help on the walls over there." And they're like, "But sir, the town," and he's like, "Screw the town. It's structures. It's wood. We'll build it back up. Like, let's go. Come on. Your lives are worth more than that." And they start like moving off in a column, basically like marching as fast as they can, like jogging towards Bryn Shander. It's gonna take them a while. They're gonna get there.
Ursa watched the finger whistle, and then is gonna try to replicate it, but specifically to call her dog friends to see if they're here, to see if.
Oh yeah, sure.
So she's like.
It takes you a couple goes because it's not an easy thing to do the first time you do it.
I can't do it.
I can't do it.
I can't either.
I can whistle, but I can't do that whistle.
Can I provide burst advantage trying to learn to do it? Because I teach her exactly how to do it.
I would just say that all right. Eventually you learn and you manage to do it.
The joke was I'm skeleton.
Oh,
can't whistle either.
Well played.
But anyway, the dogs don't come running or anything. So like if you go to Garrett's house, it's clear that they've already left, kind of thing. Like they're
let's go.
already out of here.
Bryn Shander.
You are sadly too late, as the dragon is much faster than you, and in your time marshaling up, getting the hell out of here, it has arrived. A dark shadow over the city. And I'm just gonna roll on the initiatives that we already have. Like I don't think I need to change anything. It's basically it was one round.
Valid.
And so it's coming around again, and this time it's aiming its laser at Rattle as it swoops down.
Hey, at least you have a dex save to talk about. So
Radiant isn't worse for you, right?
Oh
no.
It activates laser beam. Please make dex save.
Yeah, no worries.
This is fine. We really might get TPK'd today.
I mean, what a way to live!
Oh, makes the dex save.
Ooh,
You have uncanny dodge. Do you have
take-
evasion yet?
It's evasion, I think, right?
take no damage.
Oh, no damage. Yeah, you managed to
Laser
avoid.
goes.
You like do a heroic jump out of the way of the laser, and it just through where you're standing.
Evasion for the win.
Like
I like the idea that Rattle just turns to the side and like the laser passes under their rib cage and just hits the wall.
laser sort of strafes along the ground, misses Rattle, and like catches the local the Luskan arms on fire, just goes up, and the dragon like swoops over, and that's its turn. Rattle.
It's your death day.
It's 30 feet above you, so it would be a disadvantage to throw your distance.
And presumably, since it's kind of like above us and fighting, there's not much of a chance of us just jumping on the sleds and.
I mean, you know that it is programmed, right? In a certain way, it's a construct, and its job is destroy 10 towns. Logically, if you leave, it's gonna bust up all the buildings for a bit. You know what I mean? Like, it has been leaving ashes in its wake.
Evasion's level 7.
Why are you telling me you have it then? Take 13 radiant damage, sucker.
Just chat said, and I don't want to cheat.
Chat's a big fucking stupid butt face.
Don't cheat on.
Chat is a collective ignorance.
All right, I'll take 13.
You will take 13 radiant damage.
Ow.
I leave the character stuff to you guys. That's the only thing you have to know.
Stop! I'm still sad about last week.
Everybody was telling me I had it, and I was like, okay. No, I didn't anymore.
I did not come here to be insulted like this.
I'm gonna still throw.
I'm sorry, Chad. I do love you.
I'm gonna throw a knife, but at disadvantage.
All right, knife. Knife.
21.
All right, you still hit, yeah.
Heck yeah.
I don't think you're hidden because it just strafed you with a laser.
No, that seems fair. Again, for 9 damage.
9 damage, yeah.
9 damage.
Another.
Yeah, and I jump prone and I try and cover myself with snow.
That's gonna hurt.
I probably don't actually hide, but that's my attempt.
Does radiant damage cause you more problems?
No.
No? Okay. I just wondering.
No, it's just the healing is halved.
Okay. That makes it Bursa's turn. Bursa.
My question, we've now dealt with this with Charlie a couple times. Does Charlie acknowledge us when we do a hurt to it?
It
or
definitely
is it just sort of taking it and going?
It definitely cares. Like, the reason it ran off last time was because you damaged it a certain amount. Like, it was clearly like upset that it was losing. You know what I mean? And went to go keep doing its stuff.
Sweet. I want to look over at the group and say, we did what we came to do. We need to leave. And I'm going to break for it, the sled. And just sort of yell out loud, if we damage it and it leaves before we do, it gets there before we do. Let it stay and tear this shit up. And I run for the sled.
Let's go.
Wait, but what if it just follows us on the sled and blows us up?
No, I'm going to turn to the closest building next to me that looks old and flammable. And I do a boof on it. And I'm going to hit it with a firebolt. Like, yeah, look, this is fun. Pow, pow. Do this.
I love us.
Versus the best. Versus the best.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, Siobhan?
Yes, Siobhan is also going to make a break for the sled. They are not going to attempt to set
Okay, you guys are getting ready to go. All right, cool.
Yes.
Valine sees what you're doing and goes like, right, and like gets back on her sled. Her kobolds like jump on and she like off she goes.
Fucking get.
Verdrux.
Yeah. As soon as everybody's on, and just going. I don't want to mess with this thing anymore. It almost killed me last time.
Yeah, Rattle isn't on, right? Rattle is buried in the snow.
We are waiting for Rattle, but
so it's like as soon as Rattle is ready.
For a moment there, I thought Dave was frozen. I was just like, what's going on?
I'm gonna hold my action to go until Rattle is on.
So what I'm hearing is that everybody is clumped up on a sled. Let's take a look at that breath weapon reload.
I don't think so.
Didn't get it, thankfully. But what it does do is swoop down and like come within about 20 feet, like does like a strafe over the sled, and I need you all to make a wisdom save.
Oh.
Everyone that's within 10 feet of me gets a +3 because my charisma bonus is 3, and there's a paladin thing.
That's good.
We love you. 22.
8.
Plus 3.
26.
I was not close, I don't
Some
think.
of those
I
are
wasn't
really
paying attention.
not great. So those of you who have okay, everybody hears like the metallic, horrible screeching of the dragon as it passes overhead. And you those of you who fail, there's like an echo to it that's like, you'll never succeed, kill your friends and maybe you'll live, kind of thing. And you are both charmed, those of you who failed the DC 16, by the dragon. You must fixate on another creature or object the dragon mentally chooses, and must on each of its turns move as close as you can to that target, and use an action to make a melee attack against it. That is what your turn is now, until you make a wisdom save, which you can do at the end of each turn. So, yeah, like the chartolin, like that it's made of, like driving you nuts, you know.
Well done, designer.
It's pretty great, right?
Yeah.
That's
Charlie's
cool.
a cutie. Good job, whoever did Charlie.
Okay.
So, Rattle, it is your turn. The dragon would like you to kill Vidrux.
All right, let's give it a shot.
So you head towards the sled and make a melee attack against Vidrux.
Yeah, I currently don't have a melee weapon out, so
I mean, you can punch him, I guess.
yeah, I can punch him.
I've been waiting for this.
Should we have? Sorry, let me just make a. Yeah, I'll just make a straight dex thing. I'll add proficiency. I don't have
Last
an unarmed
episode,
attack.
as these characters, is just us battle royaling the fuck out of each other.
So that's a 13.
13 is deflected by Vidrux, like Rattle flailing at you.
Stop trying to hit me. It hit me.
Ooh.
Bursa, you're up.
Do I get to make another save?
Oh, you do, yeah.
I look
We get a
over
+3 now. 18.
Yay, you managed it.
and I go to smack Rattle. Rattle snaps out of it though, right?
Yeah, Rattle's already out of it, yeah.
Like, huh? What was that?
Wasted
I
opportunity.
don't know. It felt like a good idea at the time.
Weird. And I look around. Is there any way for me to clock that Yeshvan had a hard time with the I don't know. Is their hair different? Is it scary like a Jack Black?
They look a little like, they probably look a little like shaken up, but other than that, their turn hasn't like come around yet.
You good? Let's go. And I gesture towards the sled and
I mean, all of you are near the sled now, so that's, you know.
Yeah, so I just jump on and I'm gonna hold my action in case this dragon like comes down and tries anything stupid again.
Okay.
I'll hold a firebolt.
Holding a
to
firebolt.
Shoot it in the butthole.
Okay. Is that like if it moves towards you, or?
Yeah, if it tries to come down again, I'm like, no, go hit the town.
All right, cool. Yeshvan, you're up. You want to attack Bursa.
Yeah, I figured.
Alright. I'll throw some claws of darkness on that.
All right.
Their hair goes black. Their eyes go even darker than the black they already are, and cold claws of darkness emerge from their hands, and they attack. With a 12, it's not gonna hit. Not gonna hit our Bursa.
What the fuck?
Not gonna hit.
And now I'm gonna make my wisdom saving throw.
I'm like looking up, like ready to hit it. I'm like, huh. What are we?
That's a 23.
Okay.
I know.
Nice.
Sorry about that.
Valine. Oh,
Oh,
I
you're
didn't.
good.
I didn't
This
do one.
dragon gets in your brain.
Oh,
Everyone
no.
be careful.
I didn't do one for Valine. Hang on.
She's a wizard.
She's fine. She got a critical saving throw. She's perfectly all right. Her and her kobolds are out. Like they
Yeah, Yeshvan hops on the sled.
whip the sled and get the heck out of there. Vidrux.
It sucks. Let's go.
Okay. Whipping it up, getting the hell out of there. Good.
Yeah.
By the way, you can't be affected by its aura more than once every 24 hours, so its aura can't affect you again.
Okay.
So
Versus is giving you a
Y'all-
stink eye, Yeshivan. Like, why did you try to hit me?
I'm really sorry.
No, it's okay. You didn't do it.
Next time,
If I actually wanted to hit you, Bursa, I would probably use something a little bit more powerful than what I just tried.
I don't know if you think that is reassuring at all.
Well, I would hope that if you and I ever did really get into a knockdown dragon, I'd bring my best.
While you
Thank you.
while you get the heck out of there on the sled, reassuring each other that you're all friends.
Yeah.
You can see the dragon has like landed on top of the mead hall and is just like laser beaming the surrounding area, just like burning everything down, like smashing buildings and stuff behind you. Another survival check, please, Bursa.
You 13. I'm assuming someone helped.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
gonna keep going.
not as good, but it's fine.
It's not. Hold on. Do I have I do. I'm gonna use my inspiration because I want to try to get there. Oh no, I have to call it before. Never mind.
Oh,
yeah, you already got advantage on the roll.
Just for you guys,
Yeah.
Chat reminded me I should show you the handout for Valine.
Oh, Valine's a cutie.
This is Valine and her kobolds.
Is that a magic stick?
Yeah, but the
Why are
kobolds,
there
the
so
kobolds
many-
are the kobolds are her caddies, obviously, her wizard caddies. Look.
The one on the left looks like a cubone.
Oh yeah.
If Aline and I went on a date and then we got our kobolds together, how big would that family be?
It's so
Oh my
big.
god. Yes, please. The Bryn Shander bunch. I want
There's a story
All right.
of a lovely lady.
So,
it.
unfortunately, my dear friends, 13 is not enough to get survival DC higher than a flying dragon at max speed.
Ooh, it's catching up.
So while you are whipping your way towards Bryn Shander as fast as you can, skeletal horse in front of the sled, dramatic sort of across the snow moves. Valine's like right beside you on their sled. The Chartleland Dragon's shadow passes over you, like headed like a bullet towards Bryn Shander, like wings outstretched, this like mechanical like flapping noise as it beats you there, basically. Not by a lot, but it does get there before you. So there's already like chaos and destruction in Bryn Shander by the time you arrive.
Cool.
But once again, we're back in initiative. The dragon's swooping over the town. People in the town are fighting each other. Like, you've just experienced it, but like the aura of like fear and malevolence that like this creature possesses. There are civilians in the streets like beating each other to death, and there are Durgar that have like arrived invisibly from somewhere and are like helping along with that. There are soldiers that are abandoning their posts, or crossbowmen that are not shooting the dragon but shooting their like fellows with their crossbows and stuff like that. It is a nightmare of a place. It's not good. The place is overcrowded as hell as well. There are 2,700 people here when there are usually only about 1,000. Because of all the like other towns' refugees.
What a turn of events.
This is fine. We're fine.
The Chartleland aura is awesome.
Does anyone have any way to make people stop hitting each other?
Kill them.
Mm-mm.
No, I know that
mean,
wasn't the answer this
I
time.
consider myself to be fairly convincing, but I don't. This is a lot.
Oh, I should re-roll for the breath weapon. Hang on.
No.
Maybe if we kill the dragon, then they'll all just like chill.
That's
You roll a
probably
3
the
a
best
lot.
plan.
I sure do roll a 3 a lot. The dragon has like landed on the town hall of Bryn Shander, the largest building, and is like ripping chunks out of the roof, and like the tail is like a bludgeon just like smashing down onto the building. It doesn't seem to have like been able to get its laser beam back online yet. So it's just wreaking havoc, in the town center, basically. While everybody fights each other that it passes over.
Can we try to like strafe around? Like, can we try to draw it off towards the edge of the walled town so we can fight it where there are hopefully fewer people?
Sure, yeah. How are you like distracting it or like getting its attention?
I'm gonna shoot it in the butt.
You're gonna firebolt
firebolt, and then just wave.
All right. I'll tell you what. That's kind of an outside of initiative order like situation happening. So what I'll say is you like firebolt towards it, and that gets its attention. You know, like you don't hit it, but it comes close.
And then I do the whistle really loud, the dog whistle, like. Shit.
Yeah, it's difficult to move around in the streets because, like, occasionally you're getting waylaid by, like, a baker, you know what I mean? Or like, a
somebody
guard
coming at us with their rolling.
Yeah, you know, like, there's just, like, a lot of craziness going on. But you make your way to the, like, edge of the town, and the dragon fight begins again! Yeah. Initiative time!
Does the town have any, like, static defenses?
Let me read. Because I'm pretty sure they're mostly ruined by the aura, but...
Oop. Oh, I did it before everything cleared. It's fine. I'm fine. This is fine.
Do you need to wait for us to clear it, or can we just roll?
No, we're good. We've got the same initiative. It's the same combat, basically.
Yeah, mine updated.
You don't need to, though. You can keep the old one.
Yeah, you can keep the old one.
I mean, luckily you're in the same place anyways.
Yeah, that's true. I was just hoping for better for drugs.
Nah. This is it's fine.
Okay. It looks like there was some damage to it done by the wall, but not like enough that it matters. Not like ballista style damage. You know what I mean? There aren't any like.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking of. Like, if I could hop on one of those and it'll do a lot more than a knife.
Yeah, nothing like that exists. So you can pick up a longbow if you want, but that's about as good as you're gonna get.
Can't use a longbow.
He's like reasonably assumed that trying to fool it as Sunblight would probably not work.
No, it wouldn't.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Definitely wouldn't. I'm just gonna tell you now.
No, I appreciate that instead of wasting that time. I appreciate it.
So the dragon is just busy smashing stuff. You get its attention, Bursa, and it doesn't have its laser beam, so it's gonna land next to you.
Why don't you come over?
Yeah, you're like taunting it, you whistle, and it flies into the air, flaps over, and just like shunk right down next to you, like this heavy crunching metal noise as it like crushes whatever it lands on. And then it's just gonna attack you.
Sweet. I yell, sit! And I attempt animal handling as I just body whatever this hit is.
That won't happen. Okay.
You don't know?
Does a 15 hit you?
It just hits.
That is a shame. You take 14 slashing damage.
Oh, beans.
And that's one attack. Next attack. 30 hits you, I'm pretty sure, for another 13 slashing damage.
Does not. Unfortunate.
And then the last attack is...
Can I have please gone into a rage if I was taunting this thing?
Sure.
Over?
I'll give it to you because, like, whatever, it's fine.
I didn't describe it.
If you bite this dumb thing, it's
and the last one doesn't hit you. The tail swings around, but you managed to duck it.
Sweet.
Rattle, you're up. It is in melee with Bursa.
I love that. So we're on the edge of the town. Is it like outside of the walls, or are we like in...
We're inside the walls, but like on the edge near one of the like walled segments. Like further away from most of the population, basically. Or where people would be sheltering.
Is there any like opportunity to get up on some of these roofs or find somewhere in an alley that I might be able to just like make my way round it away from the party to try and make it lose sight of me?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
There's a lot of chaos going on, like all kinds of badness.
All right, so what my intention is then on this first turn, I'm going to run and try and kind of head by it. Not like close enough so that it's going to smack me because I see the tail coming around and flailing. I'm going to try and strafe around it, throw a dagger as I do, but not hidden.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, let's crit it. That feels good.
Let's.
Um, 11, 19, 30 damage.
Very nice.
And with the rest of my movement, I'm going to try and head into an alley between one of the houses and maybe dive behind a box and try and stealth, if you think that's feasible.
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
Love the fact that they're just no joke. Rogues can't.
Yeah.
Can't be.
Bursa, you're up.
Right. And I didn't want this reveal to be before, since you were kind enough to give me the rage earlier. But as she sort of like squared off with this dragon, the beak begins to form as she goes into a rage, and then she kind of shakes her head, and her whole body kind of shifts and goes over with this aurora glow, and she grows a long tail that looks like a smaller version of its tail.
Cool.
And she's kind of lashing that around too. No longer limited by having to like replicate what she was before.
Mm-hmm.
She wants to be something new. And then I'm gonna, let's just I pull out my mace and I go, bigger.
Remember,
smack it.
Remember that it is an action to activate that. It will cost you your action to become large.
You know what? That's fine.
Okay.
We'll do it.
You become large.
I become large with a big tail, and I look at it, and it just like smirk in its face and like try to keep its attention. So hopefully someone else can do
It
something
seemingly
cool.
has no emotions and no reaction other than to like metallically snarl at you. And also, it's still bigger than you, so it's cool.
I mean, whatever. For now.
Yeah, Siobhan, you're up.
Hey,
I assume you're staying in melee with it, Bursa, by the way.
Yes, 100%.
Okay.
Sure. I think I want to try this as my action. Problem is, it does not tell me what the DC on my wisdom saving throw is. I'm gonna guess it's 16 like everything else. But yes.
I don't know.
And I am snarling back at this if I wasn't super clear earlier. We're just two angry cats in an alley.
It'll be the same wisdom save as your spell save.
Yep, so it's a DC 16.
Okay.
And I'm
DC
casting that
16
on
would
the
be
dragon.
blind.
You said that's wisdom?
Yeah, I get up within 10 feet of the dragon to do this.
Okay. So it
but as away from Bursa, so she doesn't have to do this.
It does in fact fail its wisdom save, so it
Nice.
its eyes are darkened.
So I will move back to an area that is kind of covered, because Yeshvan is still very bloodied and very hurt. So,
Wait, are you moving back out of 10 feet of range?
Yeah.
It has it's a very large creature.
Okay,
its
then.
reach is slightly further than that.
And I'll just stay where I am.
Okay, cool.
Fine.
Yeah, because if you move out, it would get an A up, basically.
A disadvantage, though.
Sure. Yeah. Do you want to do that?
No, I don't want to risk it hitting me anyway.
Yeah, I
know.
Alrighty then. So you're just like hovering there, hoping it doesn't notice you because it's blind now. Valine is helping you as best that she can. She is going to cast another spell on the dragon. And we will see if it does anything.
Can she cast reduce or enlarge creature on Bursa
No.
to make her even bigger?
She doesn't have that.
On a big, double big. Can I double big? Elf, may I be double big, please?
Wish.
Elf?
No, you can't. You can't. You can't be double big.
No.
All right.
All right, dragon is fine.
Gotta shoot your shot.
Vadrox, you're up.
All right. Charge forward on my warhorse. And I'm actually going to have my warhorse kick it. Because it has its own things. And I have the stats for that because I'm a good player, Elf. I'm the good one.
Okay.
I wanted praise. I didn't get praise. Does it have advantage because the dragon is blind? Because that's crap.
Very good, Gabe.
It certainly does.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Okay. No. Okay. I don't think so with an 8.
You unfortunately do not hit with an 8. No.
Okay. All right. Well, my warhorse felt good, so I'm going to bonus action magic weapon on my battle axe, and then just take my attacks.
Okay.
Cool. So that's this. That's a 19. Does 19 hit?
It does. Yeah.
Okay.
Hey.
For 11 slashing.
Very nice.
And then second strike. 21.
Also hits.
Let's go ahead and pump a level 1 smite into that for
Put a smite on it.
9 radiant, 12 slashing, so total of 21. My magic battle axe.
Okie dokie.
We're doing it. We're killing a dragon.
Let's go.
Here. I want to stay next to it.
My turn. Dragon
No!
turn. Let's see if he recharges his weapon.
F your weapon.
No, damn it. The Chartling Dragon turns blindly on the target that has been fucking its shit up from the rear, and claws angrily to try and murder the shit out of you, Drux.
No.
Accept this.
Here it comes. 15 doesn't hit you. 22 does, though.
Yes, it does.
For 11 damage.
Ow.
And
Imagine your
tail,
rolling a
and then the
disadvantage,
tail
right?
comes in with it. Yes, I am. And the tail comes in with a 25 for 19 bludgeoning damage.
Jiminy Crimbo.
It turns out blind. It is still a very large, very angry dragon, and the big flailing limbs are also very nasty. And so succeeding in wrecking up Verdrux. I think Verdrux is down. I don't know for sure.
No, I'm hanging.
Hey!
I hit you for 40-something damage at the beginning, and then...
I lay on hands, remember?
Oh, you
That was
did,
my action for my turn.
No, you did.
If I didn't do that, I would be down.
I think what the dragon is going to do is take off and fly upward 60 feet.
Do I get an attack of blah, 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 blah?
You do.
Yes.
I got so excited I forgot how words work.
You do.
I know
yes.
that feeling.
And I get one as well in melee, correct?
Yep.
Cool.
11 is not good enough, unfortunately.
22.
He's blind.
He's
so
blind.
it does hit.
Yeah, 20. Okay, 21, 22. Yeah, there's a good.
Yay.
Alright.
Correct me again, Dave. I swear to God.
It's also
I
missing
want
like
them to
the
win.
+1 part of it. So it's 17 points of damage, not
Okay,
16.
17, and then 7
for mine.
Okay, cool. 17 and then 7. It is fractionally still functional. It manages to get off the ground and fly 60 feet into the air.
Fly, horse.
If I
Fly,
waste
horse.
another one of my rages, get down here!
I'm gonna make con checks for the damage just because of concentration.
So it can't go any further. Like it's up in the air about 60, 70 feet, but it can't go any further.
Ooh. Nope.
So Rattle, you're
Magic weapon goes down.
Okay. Whether it's 60 or 70, I guess matters for dagger range.
up. It's 60 feet then.
60. That would be with disadvantage, but it's blind. This is a really basic mechanics question, but I can't give myself advantage on top of that, can I? I can't
No.
move it 2 steps. and it
Advantage
goes
does not
on.
move 2 steps at any point. No.
I mean, I'm gonna give it a shot. That's the best I can do. So, let's dagger this fool. 20.
Yeah, it hits it.
For 10 piercing damage.
That is enough to take down our boy. So the Chartling Dragon snarls, metallically screeches, and drops 60 feet directly down into a dive, basically on top of you. Those people who were standing in melee with it. Bursa, Vidrux, Yeshavan, reflex saves, please. Or dex saves, sorry.
Right.
It's one of those things when you play
13.
another system for so long, you're just like dex and reflex.
I just think reflex, will, and fortitude sound better.
Yeah. That's a 13 for me.
18 for you, girl.
Okay. Let me just have a look at some damage here.
12 for Aki.
It is a big drag.
So Yeshivon's gonna go unconscious.
Aki will take slightly. I mean, Yeshivon will take slightly less because they're a little further away.
But they still only have 4 hit
but
points.
it's probably not good. So the dragon is huge.
How heavy is it?
I mean, it's in the tons.
Made out of
you know what I
metal.
mean? It's made out of metal.
Bursa could flex half a ton at the lower size she was.
So
I'm
you're
bigger.
Bursa, you're good because 18 is fine.
Cool.
And it's save or don't. You know what I mean? Like you dive out of the way.
Hey, Elf.
Yes.
You can tell me no. Does my warhorse get a dexterity save?
Oh, pony!
Up
Are
to
you?
you.
You're on the warhorse, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Then yes. Yeah.
Damn it, horse.
Sorry.
Oh, horse.
I appreciate you. Let me try.
Oh, that was that was not what I wanted to roll. Sorry. That was
Well,
too
that's
much.
the-
That was too much. There we go. That's what I meant to roll. So Yeshivon takes 8 damage from the debris and shrapnel of the dragon hitting the ground, and Vidrux
Unconscious.
takes 11. And the horse. The horse takes 11 as well.
Cool. The horse is fine.
Okay,
No,
I
is
have
the
a
Drux
really
unconscious
fussy
too?
question. I have a hella fussy question. Feel free to say no.
Uh-huh.
I have danger sense and I'm very big right now.
Uh-huh.
So I have very good reactions when something big is coming to hit my
If
squad.
you had suggested this before I rolled damage, I would be all about it. But I already rolled the damage, so like things have already happened already. Also, it's still bigger and heavier than you, so it would be like you physically trying to catch a horse falling out of the sky. You know what I mean? It's like,
closer to can I just body block and
you were looking to
damage?
just like tank it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was just gonna tank it for one of the two.
It's kind of inconsequential because the fight is over now anyway.
Okay.
With the rest of my move, can I have been doing a sweet jump move when I throw it and land on top of the dragon?
Sure. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you, merciful elf. I'm sorry for
Stuff is still happening in town. People are still killing each other and whatever.
Are you
but,
also
know,
unconscious?
the
Bruce?
dragon is
Yeah.
dead. The dragon is dead. So
Well, I'm gonna start trying to lift bits of the dragon whilst enlarged off of my dead friends.
Yeah, you can
in
get
order
it-
to
you can
stop
get it-
them from dying.
you can get it off of them.
Cool.
That's not very difficult for you because you have that sweet Goliath
The
capacity.
healer's kit.
Do
is
we
in-
have-
Is
yeah.
in Yeshivon's. Yeah, the healer's kit is in Yeshivon's stuff,
Mm-hmm.
so it is available, and we still have several uses of it.
So we patch Yeshivon first, I imagine, because the kid is on Yeshivon. So Vidrux, give me 1 death save, please.
Got it. I bet you it's a 1.
Don't you do it!
If it is a 1, you're dead.
you do it. You're dead.
It was a 9.
It was a single
Still
digit, so it
So
did.
that's a fail.
I
My
like
whole
I,
life
but at least
up.
it's not insta
I
death.
like
Yeah.
when I make it more dramatic.
Somebody need to roll a medicine. Nobody needs to roll a medicine check.
I mean, the healer's kit is an automatic stabilize, right?
Yeah, so I'm at. Oh
so
yeah, we need to roll how long I'm going to be asleep.
I can roll it.
My horse runs away, so I'm dying on my horse.
You're
Doesn't happen.
3 hours, Yeshivon.
All right, Yeshivon's just going to be sleeping. For 3 hours.
So your horse just runs away. Yeah.
I was thinking about it.
All right, cool.
Wait, does your horse persist when you lose consciousness?
That's a great question.
That is a good question.
Let's find out.
Is it concentration based?
I don't think so.
No, it's not concentration. Serves as a mount, instinctive bond. When it drops to 0 hit points, it disappears. Dismisses an action. Nope, it exists.
Cool.
Okay.
You can
cool.
release it to cause it to disappear, but
No, that's good. That's good. The horse is there.
Where's Valine?
Valine is busy trying to get people to stop killing each other. She's like trying to marshal people who seem like relatively calm into like a group and just like generally helping with the overall fitness of the town.
Once I see everybody starting to patch each other up, I immediately...
By everybody, you mean it's the two of us patching up the two of them?
Well, no, because Vidrux's turn went round, so the next person to do it would have been using the medicine kit there. I can't like use it as well, can I?
Wait, what?
yeah, I'm still dying as far as I know because we
Yeah,
never
you are.
actually declared what was happening.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
assume-
sorry. Do you need me to medicine you then?
I assume Versus got too big of hands to do medicine.
Yeah, and we also have plenty of uses of the healer's kit. Like,
Yeah, if it's the healer kit, we can just do it.
yeah, it's,
Sorry, I was
no medicine
I wasn't
check
clear on.
needed. Yeah, we still have, after using this one on Vidrux, we still have 6 uses of the healer's kit left.
Yeah, all I was gonna say, either I will absolutely come down and help, but if people are okay, I would want to be running into town, trying to find the people that we kind of care about and see how they're doing. Like not trying to marshal everybody. I know there were specific people that the party were going to try and save in the towns and make sure they got out, and I want to try and locate them and make sure they're not like fighting. Or if they are, I'd like try and knock them out and drag them to safety, that kind of
Yeah,
thing.
I think that's
like,
something that we
top
can resolve
priority.
after our break because it's
Oh,
2:30.
yeah, of course. Just...
Are we not healing Vidrux? Okay, cool.
We
heal,
are healing Vidrux.
We'll heal
We-
Vidrux
like,
after
just-
the break.
No, we just said we're gonna do.
What did you say?
No, we just said we're gonna use the healer's kit on
Okay,
him.
cool. All right, good. I just wanted to make sure.
We need to roll to see how
'Cause
long he's gonna be
it's
asleep.
3 hours. I already rolled it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
So
what
So we
that makes
both.
sense.
So if you're okay with this, Gabe, can you two just have tossed us in the same bed together to sleep,
I'm sleeping on my horse.
What bed? Where?
or wherever it is you put
The
us to
snow
rest
bed.
before we sleep?
Just leave them
you
on
know,
the floor.
just-
They are no
Everyone in
longer
town is
bleeding to death.
killing
Just
each other.
leave them
Yeah.
on the floor.
I don't think we can
Here,
go in a.
Let's
go
go
in a
to
house.
the break and then we'll come back.
We'll come back.
We'll talk about it.
Sort of
We'll come back
narrative.
and resolve whatever the hell is
My
happening
God.
next.
I
In 1
see us
second.
like walking into
I
a tavern and there's like, oh, there's a bed.
yeah. Whack. Yeah.
Just
the
cut
or-
the stream.
Listen.
Just cut
all right.
it.
All right.
Cut the feed.
We'll be right back, friends. Don't go anywhere.
Mhm.
We'll resolve what happens next right after this. And we're back once again to deal with the fallout of a dragon kill. So one of the things that should be immediately noted, my dear friends, is that the dragon, when it fell apart and tumbled out of the sky, shattered into like a million pieces of chartolin. Some like coffin nail sized, others like wagon wheel sized. But there's chartolin everywhere. And you know that is a bad thing. Like in general, like contact with this stuff is not great. So, you know, just thought I would reiterate that. Looking at the general fallout of all of what has happened, you managed to stop the dragon in Lonelywood. It passed over Lonelywood basically without damaging very much. There was like a fire, you know what I mean? That's about it. But every other town is burned to nothing. Bryn Shander is the only surviving town other than Lonelywood, which was a ghost town when you got there. Bryn Shander is the only other surviving town of 10 towns. And through all the chaos in Bryn Shander, there were 2,700 living people in Bryn Shander when the dragon arrived. There are 800 now.
Did the people stop fighting when we killed the bad boy?
No, they had to make their will saves or wisdom saves. Sorry, like
Oh.
So I rolled a couple of dice and didn't turn out great for a bunch of sections of the city, so to speak.
Ooh.
So there are 2 towns and like
We only have to change 2 letters on all the maps.
And,
I
like-
think we're okay.
and like 800 people in the entirety of the north.
That could have gone better.
Icewind Dale has had a bad time. The Chartland Dragon did a lot of damage. But it's dead now. You've defeated it, and that's good. Because it could have been 0. You know what I mean? There's a lot of fallout to go over, right? Bryn Shander suffered a lot of damage. Half of the Black Iron Blade's shop was collapsed in by like the dragons flailing.
Garn! I was gonna go looking for him.
The Drux finally found stakes.
The House of the Morning Lord is like the roof has been ripped off. The Northlook Tavern managed to survive pretty okay. The one where you like ran into Driz that one time. Yeah, it's okay. But like in general, things are pretty nasty.
Can I do a lookout?
It comes. Sorry, can I keep going? Yeah.
Yeah, please do. Sorry.
It comes to light that like several of the town speakers from the various towns are dead. Like a lot of them stayed in their towns to defend with the militias or whatever. Though there are a couple where they like survived in a fortress or like some other thing. The speaker for Bryn Shander is dead. Speaker Duvessa Shane is dead, as well as the sheriff and 150 of the soldiers. Like they're down to 100 people. You know, it is like devastating. It's really, really bad. It's not a good time. But everybody is like recovering and trying to build stuff back up and like, you know, like basically like trying to make sure everybody's okay. And now players, please. I just wanted to like outline that it was real bad.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So I think it's probably one of those kind of standing, looking out at what's happened and all the corpses and all the people and like in their states of grief and stuff. And Rattle's kind of standing looking out over all of it. And there's a moment of, I care about this. I can feel there's like and kind of talking to themselves, or maybe if the party want to be nearby to hear, it's like I can feel there's so much. I can feel all of and they hurt so much, and everybody. I can't pretend that this is fine anymore.
What? You not having a good time?
They all wanted to be alive too.
Yeah, most people do, you know, in the end. So what? You keep them all alive now? We done killing things?
I can't do that. That's all I'm good for, killing things.
Killed the dragon.
I did kill the dragon. That was pretty sweet. I don't know. I'm not killing any of the rest of them. The deal's off.
Deal's off, huh?
If I'm killing one of these every 3 days, it's only going to be a year until there's nobody left in 10 towns, 2 towns.
Could you make a wisdom saving throw for me, Dave?
I would love to.
Just to inform my next move here.
That's a 16.
Very nice. So you say that the deal's off, and you can feel a sort of resentment, you know what I mean, like an emotional vibe from the like ghost in your head. And it's like, it's clear that they're not happy with this idea, but when they try and like snap back and like force anything on you, that you have like a hold of it, like very, very readily, you know, they lash out in a certain anger, like, how fucking dare you tell me the deal is off? We had an agreement. But there's none of that like psychological, like that psychic pain that comes with it. Like it's a voice, and it's a feudal voice, and you realize that it is a voice. That's all it is. And that if you want to ignore it, you can.
Yeah. And there's just, because with the subclass, the Phantom subclass, I am innately connected on a very sort of distant level with the dead generally, and like the mass of it that's here is like, what, 1900 people died
pretty much
in like a couple of miles. So I imagine there is like a physical kind of psychic mental weight of just like souls before the gods take them and send them to their afterlives, which is just given Rattle that moment of clarity of like, I'm not actually possessed. It's just death.
like you're just hearing the dead. Yeah, you're just hearing death. It's not
I'm like personifying
you realize
myself.
You realize that it's not a spirit, it's not your personal tormentor or anything like that. It's just the nature of death in Faerun. You know what I mean? And you're just so innately connected to it, so deeply rooted to it, that you thought it was yours. You thought it was like your personal thing, but in fact it's just the way it is, sort of thing.
Yeah. So
Rattle, are you okay?
God, no. I can't look at it and pretend anymore.
Pretend what?
It doesn't affect me that I'm glad that it happened.
Okay. So what do you want to do about it now? Because the dead are dead. I've been saying that since we began. What will you do for the ones that remain? And she sort of just gestures broadly at like the people that are kind of clustering up and like beginning to like come out of like hidden places and meander.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of like people coming out of shelters, or like trying to, you know, deal with bodies, or you know, trying to marshal together like whatever soldiers remain. There's like a sort of pastiche of it, and on top of all that, there's a flag, the Bryn Shander flag, like on a tower that's like half ripped up, and it's this image of black antlers above a vertical shaft of golden wheat on a white field, just like sort of ripped up, but still flying there. You know what I mean? Like still statically there.
What do I want to do? Well, I don't want to kill any of them. And that's where I'm at right now. I think I might need everybody else's help to work things out.
The drugs.
More than I do.
The drugs. Yeah, Siobhan. You see all the... Can Bursa, like, see if, like, the sort of Chartolin shatter... Like, is it kicking up Chartolin dust into the air?
I mean, it's fragments of Chartolin. So the Chartolin is like, it's like a crystal. It's like a metal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there isn't too much like dust or debris in that regard. It's like thick pieces or small pieces of like pebble-like or wagon wheel-sized like pieces of Chartolin, you know? But it's bad for its environment. You don't want to be near it, you know, like longer than you have to be. So people will have to get rid of it somehow.
Are we awake at this point?
Yeah, sure. Both of you are conscious, just because I can't be bothered to have you sit out of the scene, and that seems stupid. So you're both good.
I think they probably, towards the end of that conversation with Bursa and Rattle, Yeshivon kind of walks in, like, with their 1 hit point, kind of rubbing their arms, and like all of their muscles ache and hurt, and like they kind of just settle wherever there is available space to sit down. They're outside, then they sit on the ground, whatever. But they're like, they kind of just look up at Bursa and go, you were saying?
We need to organize the people that are here. And we need to collect bodies, and we need to collect the Chartolin. And I don't talk to people well. That is you.
Right. Sure, I can help with that.
I'm gonna go with Buster on this one. I'm not the rallying type. I'm gonna go and see about that wizard. See if they've got any ideas about cleaning. See what we can do about that stuff. And then we can go and sort out the bodies after. They're already dead. That's less of a priority for me.
I think at the very least we can start having people think about the best way to dispose of the bodies, if anything.
Wait, we have people we need to check on first.
Oh.
Trux's egg.
Pull out
Boogie.
my pseudo dragon.
Yeah, little bean.
And I gently put them on the ground, take them to the egg.
Pseudo dragon goes.
Yep, and I'm gonna start following it.
You can follow it along. It takes you to the Northlook, where it's clear that most of the people who we care about have been holed up, with a whole number of civilians. The kobolds have gotten a room, or like managed to stake out a room with like all of the members of the tavern and so forth. The hobgoblins are here, and the are they hobgoblins? I can't remember if they were hobgoblins. Bugbears, yeah, sorry.
Oh yeah.
The bugbears are here, like guarding the doors and like just generally like looking like they're ready to fight a last stand if they have to. There are 1 or 2 bodies, like bugbear bodies, and one of the kobolds is being like carried out when you guys enter. But you go upstairs, and the rest of the kobolds are there with the egg, and Boogie and Sonar is there. As well. It looks like the only reason this room has like survived most of the chaos is that Sonar is a powerful character and not affected by mind magic. So he just like stood at the door and is the one who answers when you like knock.
And Boogie helped.
Yeah.
Boogie's innate magic cost like a barrier around the area.
Scares me. I'm just gonna go grab the egg and just kind of hold it and don't really say anything, but hold the egg. It's probably like awkwardly quiet as he looks around.
One of the kobolds like taps you on the shoulder while you're in your like quiet hug the egg mode and goes like, it was safer here, right? We thought we should bring it. We didn't want to leave it. And
I kneel down very softly. And you know that thing that like people do, like where they put their head to another, and like he very like gently does it, and in Draconic says, "I'm so proud of every one of you."
Kobold like gives you a nod. There isn't much of an expression like lizard face wise, but he seems like happy about it, like he made the right choice.
And he stands up and looks angry.
Okay.
Like mad.
You good?
No.
Care to
No,
elaborate?
I'm not. This nonsense that keeps happening in 2 towns now is pointless. This chaos, this anger, it's pointless. And like slamming a wall.
Okay, yeah. There's like an echo through the wood as you like punch the wall, yeah.
I want to walk outside of the building and put the egg in the snow.
Mm-hmm.
And then I start taking off my armor.
Okay.
And I place it on the ground. And there is a Dragon Lord spell that requires you to give up a weapon, armor, ring, or something of a certain value.
Sure, yeah.
To cast a spell. And so he puts his hand on the armor, and I'm gonna say like through the casting, it almost freezes over.
Yeah, there's like an ice that forms over it. Yeah.
And then like he holds it above the egg, and then it probably shatters into ice to fall on the egg, and he's casting what is called Bond of the Dragon Lords.
Mm-hmm.
And it takes a minute. It uses the cost of the item, whatever it is, and then it will hatch the egg, actually.
Oh, nice.
Into a wormling.
Okay. Do you want to narrate that, or shall I?
Yeah. So then like the ice falls on top of it, and then a large crack forms, and another, and like shards are shot to the side as this white dragon wormling like comes to, and Vidrux looks it in the eyes and leans down and very softly says, "We're going to fix it, all of it, and we'll kill her ourselves if we have to, won't we?"
The dragon sort of has like you can tell there's already like an emotional connection, you know, and having hatched like next to you and like made that immediate connection. Yeah. The wormling sort of shivers a little bit, like in a certain like hissing agreement, you know, like you can tell it's like on your vibe, basically.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'll just walk back to the party. So what are your plans for what to do next?
Oh, I'm sorry. I have follow-up questions.
I'm sure.
Am I allowed to ask?
No.
Huh.
Thank you for asking.
Rattle walks in. A baby!
I think Vidrux growls.
Oh, no.
Oh, angry.
Okay. I'm not going to take him.
So what is next?
I look over at Yeshavan.
Yeah, help clean up as much as we can, and then we try to figure out what there is left for us to take care of.
So you guys know that like fairly soon after this, there's gonna be a meeting of like the people that are left. You know, like a Bryn Shander town meeting.
I think we should go to that.
Let's do it.
Okay, cool. Valine catches up with you guys at one point before the meeting and says like, once we get things sorted here in Bryn Shander, I have a thing we desperately need to do, and you guys are the best people I can think of to do it. So I'll catch you after the meeting, but like we should think about going, you know?
Okay. Thank you for your help. We couldn't have succeeded without you.
Oh yeah, no problem. No problem at all. And then we'll cut to the town meeting, I guess. Things are looking a little better, like sort of 6 hours from tragedy, you know what I mean? Some of the Chardalin has been carted away, and the bigger pieces are getting like dragged out by donkeys and like other burdensome beasts, goats and so forth. Big winter goats. The bodies have been like handled for the most part, though the snow is still like red in many places. Everything's been sort of like wrapped or moved or like respectfully taken care of in like whatever way. There are a couple of pyres set up for the people who want to burn the bodies and so on. Things are progressing, but it's meeting time, and they have half of a town hall still structurally functional. And so they'd have the meeting like outside the town hall, you know, in the square, with the man at the front with a couple of the soldiers like up on the stairs to the town hall. Looks to be a man who I think you've met before. Or maybe not, but you recognize him from the organization post disaster. as Sheriff Markham Southwell. He's like the leader of the militia here, and he looks worse for wear. He's got his arm in a sling, and he's still holding his spear in his other hand, like he's expecting more trouble, even though things have been quiet for a little while. It's clear he's shaken up. But so he turns to address the town, and goes, "People of Bryn Shander, no, people of Icewind Dale, people of 10 Towns, this has been a hard day. Definitely a hard day. But we have to figure out what it is we're going to do moving forward." And you see, like, nearby to him, there are 3 or 4 other, like, civilians. And one of them you recognize as the speaker from the mining town. And one of them you recognize as Nimsy, the speaker from Lonelywood.
My casual hookup is still alive. Yay!
Yeah, who are both still alive. And it's clear that these like 3 people next to him are the only speakers who are still alive, like still remaining. So there's a lot of like political gap, so to speak. And he says. The sheriff speaks up again. He says, "I think, were it up to me and the remaining speakers, we've talked, and I think we need to stay here in Bryn Shander for now. We can find places for everyone until we've cleared the roads and we can make our way back to the other towns and what remains of them. I know this may be difficult for some, and I know it may be hard to fathom that everything you've built may be gone. But rest assured, we here in Bryn Shander will take care of you. And we will make sure that those who stay will have a place. We've never let anything in this dark, hostile environment drive us out before. And I think I speak for the grand majority when I say that those of us remaining are not willing to be driven out by this either." And he sort of like looks out across the crowd with like a quiet, seriousness, and he falters a little, like he's not really sure what to follow it up with, like that he said like this sort of like brave, reassuring speech, but he doesn't really have a whole lot else to do. Those who find themselves at a loss, report to one of my militia members, and we'll find something for you to do. Something to help us clean up this mess and bring us back to a sense of normalcy. Thank you all for your help. And I'm sorry for your loss and mine. And then he kind of like steps back from the speaking position, and Nimsy steps up and she says, "The first thing, or one of the first things we're going to need to do is make sure that everybody is heard. If we could, start thinking about what it is you can do for 10 Towns and what we can do together to build it back up to its former glory. We'll need leaders. We'll need builders. We'll need fighters. All sorts of people. Come and see me, or any of the council members if you have anything specific in mind." And then she kind of like has nothing else to say, and the sheriff goes like, "Nothing further. Is there I'm just gonna see if there's a Bryn Shander motto or anything. There isn't that I can see immediately. But he says sort of like we'll get through this. Keep your spirits high. Come and see us if you need something." And he looks like he's gonna dismiss, but he waits to see if anybody like speaks or says anything or does anything that like in the crowd. And there's a slight murmur, of like people talking and
my wormling dragon to just fly up and then land in the middle.
Yeah.
And then the duck is gonna walk up behind it.
Okay, so the wormling flies out, and the sheriff, you can tell he's like ready to fight whatever it is, like still on edge a little bit, but realizes it's yours as you're like walking up there, and the crowd sort of like moves out of your way to let you get to the town hall.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know, my name is Vidrux Skull.
Like a crowd sort of like seemingly recognizes you because, I mean, you got folk hero status. Like, people know who you are.
And this here is Thracia. I chose that name because of the Draconic words for frozen and malice. Because that is what we feel currently. That is what I feel. No matter how much we wanted to help.
They kind of nod along with you.
No matter how much we cared. We were made powerless. We shall not let that happen again. Not by people who stay in their towers, or people who think that everything frozen belongs to them. And he like looks up and around, almost at the sky itself.
Yeah. You'd be aware, by the way, that Bryn Shander is one of the cities that performs human sacrifice to Oral.
Yep.
Yeah.
You have made your choices. We've all made our choices, and we've seen where they've gotten us. We must make better choices. And if I can help make those choices, I will. I am formally seeking to be elected as Speaker of Bryn Shander.
In the crowd, like, there's a little, like, conversational, like, talking to each other kind of thing at that. Like, the other speakers sort of look over to you from where they're standing, and it's clear that there isn't really a good leader at the moment. So, like, you stepping up and being like, I will take responsibility, you know what I mean,
I'll even say acting speak.
is like quite big. Usually I'd have you roll a persuasion check, but I feel like your speech was pretty fucking good, so I'm not, the role play, I'm gonna let it ride. If you'd been like, I'd like to convince them of that I was like, but you got the role play was good.
Hell yeah.
So I think there's a murmuring across the crowd, and Nimsy sort of steps up from sort of behind you to the side of you, and goes like, I for one would be happy to welcome Vidrux as the acting speaker for Bryn Shander in the absence of Speaker Duvessa Shane and her tragic death. And sort of like pats Vidrux on the shoulder in her like overly friendly Nimsy way.
Yeah.
And sort of steps aside. The others kind of nod, and it seems like the crowd is accepting of this idea. There's a lot of like murmuring of your name. There's a lot of sort of nodding of agreement, and the sheriff steps up beside you and goes like, Speaker-elect Vidrux will be taking taking command of the situation here in Bryn Shander. Come and see me if you need to speak to him. And that seems to like solidify it as like an official thing. There's not really much else to it.
Yep, and I'll walk back to the party.
Yeah, you just go back to the party. Anyone else?
As the people were murmuring, and like it was very clear that like at least the popular acclaim for Vidrux was there.
Yeah.
Bersa got up and left and just is walking out of the town.
Oh, okay.
So she's just not there when you get back over.
Oh no.
We always split the party, El.
Okay, cool. Where are you going, Bersa? Do I need to know that in the amount of time that like it would take for Vidrux to make a speech, or?
No. She's not doing anything specific. She saw the way he looked up, and she heard what he was murmuring as he hatched. Like she has put two and two together, and is just going to. I imagine that like the night sky, it's always night here, but I think this is a very aurora-full night, like your background is, and she's just gotta. There's so much town and destruction and people giving a shit about them being people, and she's hit her limit, So she's just gonna go
Yeah,
out
I
into
like
the woods
that.
for a little
It's
bit.
sort of an introverted thing. Like,
Yeah.
this is too much. I need to like just nature it up for a second.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah, cool. Anything from Rattle or Yeshivon during the speech? Anything I need to know about?
I think Yeshivon kind of is listening to the whole thing, and then somewhere along the line, they just sort of cross their arms over their chest as they're listening to Vidrux and look at Rattle. And at the end of his speech, when Nimsy is speaking, in his mind he hears, "Well, that was a fucking choice."
Like Vidrux hears that?
Yeah.
I don't remember. Can I respond?
Yes,
Yeah,
you can.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not necessarily as angry as I made it sound. It's
There's probably like a vulnerability you haven't heard, and it's the words, "I'm so tired, Yeshivon." And I think he looks in your direction, and there's like wavering in looking you in the eyes. But he tries to give you a hug.
when he comes back down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeshivon sort of like steps into him, and like it's one of those sort of loose kind of like, not necessarily hanging off you kind of things, but just sort of like, if I let you go, you're suddenly gonna disappear kind of hugs. So yeah.
Everyone has made interesting choices, but I think I can help these people more than I can help all of you. You're brave and bold and dangerous. And I'm not as brave. I could be, but I'm not. And they need a voice of reason. There is a living, not living figure, and someone that was previously an owlbear. Yeshivon.
And me?
You're the only reason that I think any conversations were had. I wouldn't have made that speech and feel comfortable if I didn't think someone would already be able to speak for you all.
Is this out loud or still?
No, it's out loud. I'm speaking out loud, please.
I wouldn't have minded a few more conversations with you, Vidrux.
I know.
Don't close yourself off so much, especially not if you plan on being their leader.
I honestly think after these past couple of weeks with you lot, there's nothing they could throw at me that I'm not ready for. But if a black ooze pops up, I'm running first this time.
All right.
Yeshivon just sort of leans up a little bit and gives Vidrux a kiss on the cheek. You're not going to be the one that gets away.
I think it's at that point that the sheriff like walks up beside you, Vidrux, and he's like, "Speaker, we need to handle a couple of things. Could you come with me?"
Gladly.
And he like sort of, waves apologetically to the pair of you and goes like, "Our duty calls," and walks off with Vidrux.
Hey, wait. Drax?
Yes.
I'll get it done for you. I know what you want. Like flick a knife up in the air and catch it.
While you're holding it, it disintegrates in your hand.
If I can, I will.
That could mean anything, but honestly, I have literally no reservations about what you can actually do at this point. You have literally killed an abomination of God.
Yeah. So that means the next logical step is an actual god. Right? That's what you were getting at?
I think he's just like, I don't even think he responds. I think he's just smiling and laughing. And then it's just like, they're going to be fine.
He walks off with the sheriff, like, don't worry about them. They're going to be okay.
So now I'm the one that has to keep you in line. Should be fine.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, the sheriff brings you over to like where they're trying to repair some of the buildings or something like that, talking with an architect. Or at least a labor team, to see if they can get some stuff together. I don't know if there'd be an architect here. Neither hide nor hair, by the way, of old Scrimshaw lady. She has not been.
She is a survivor. I'm not scared of her.
Yeah, I'm not worried about her.
She is the dragon.
She's oral. Oh,
yeah.
Elf, I swear to God.
That'd be amazing.
All right, I think at this point,
I have no comment.
clocks that Bursa has been gone for a while, and kind of starts casting their eyes about for her.
There's a lot of stuff going on, so I mean, I would say it's up to Abria whether you find Bursa or not.
No, she left town and is good at survival and covers her literal tracks, and is just
so what is Bursa doing? Like,
I think she tries to get outside of like the walled town and just out into the tundra where there's nothing around.
Yeah.
And just lays down in the snow on her like owlbear cloak and just stares up at the aurora and is just sort of talking.
Okay. Just taking a moment.
Yeah. There's someone up there, and now I'm aware of it.
From a DM perspective, would you as a player like me to dialogue with you on someone, or would you like to just be like left for Bursa to have her introspection? Like, I want the scene to be yours, not mine, so I can bring whomever might find you or not.
You know what? Yeah, you can bring someone to find. That's fine.
I mean, the obvious answer is that your goblin buddy comes looking for
Boogie. Yeah, she would allow Boogie to like come and meet.
And he's been getting pretty good, or they've been getting pretty good at the stuff that you're good at, because like they do stuff with you all the time. So they managed to find you out in the snow, and they like sit down, and when they sit down, they're like halfway buried in snow, because that's just
I scooched the cloak over so they can like be on the cloak, and Bursa just sort of lays in the snow unbothered.
So they sit down and they're like, "What's your problem?"
What is? I don't know. I don't like being a person all the time, because you have to think about why things happen. Rattle's dealing with that.
I mean, nobody has to think about why anything. Goblins don't think about why anything most of the time. Just do stuff. Steal things. Live. Whatever to live.
Yeah.
Why I came with you to start with. Money. Food. Tools.
Yeah, that's fair. That's why I like you the most.
So why you so trouble if not think you need?
Because the rest of the people that aren't you. Also, did you bring alcohol with you, or I will eat you? What is just bring booze.
You can't eat me. I eat you first.
I could try.
I'll eat you way quicker.
Did you stay and see? Did Vidrux stay? Is he in charge of them now?
Seem like.
He'll leave to do that.
Yeah, but a lot of people need him. You only some small people. They're many people.
Okay. Well, and she sort of turns at this point and is just like kind of grinning in the weird green light.
Yeah.
You do care about who needs what.
Yeah. I say many goblin don't, but
so you're different.
Not, not many goblin, just regular only goblin. Alone. Goblin.
You're not alone. You have me, and I will eat you.
He looks at you like he's gonna argue about who could eat who faster again, but it doesn't really matter. And he's like, keep saying eat me. Pfft, never do it. Not like hobgoblins that have known. They eat goblin.
Oh, well, if you see any of them, we'll kill them too. And I think she kind of just rolls over in the snow and gets on all fours. And I think she's just sort of, it's really weird. She's kind of just stretching and acting like she was when she was an owlbear.
Yeah.
And then she kind of looks down and her hands are cold and she shakes it off and stands up, and because she has to stand up. And then she just sort of looks down at Boogie and like wipes away a tear. Just everything changes.
Yeah.
And it's a curse to remember. I miss not remembering and just living.
You know, stuff does change. Lot change. But can hold on to some stuff that like drink and good food and play music. Yeah. Not so much have to change. But no change, then no growing. And he's like talking in common, which is like a proof that he has grown in like, or that they have grown in like many ways. You know what I mean? That they're different as well. And he says, or they say, I'm messing that up a lot. They say, and if not growing, then die. Then nothing. Have to change.
And she just sort of growls and spits on the ground and looks down at Boogie and then nods.
Oh, wizard lady looking for you.
Oh, okay. You're my best friend. Thank you.
Yeah. Obvious.
Shut up.
He kicks you in the ribs.
Ah, God. And she kind of gets up and growls and then like tackles him and then keeps running. And
Yeah,
back
he like chases after you on tiny legs trying to like get you back. Yeah. There's this moment of like it just turns into wrestling, you know? Yeah. And as you like pelt back towards the city.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, that was great. Thank you.
Boogie. Good for growth.
Yeah. You know, we can all take that a little to heart. So Velen does try and get everybody together. I don't know if you want Vidrux to be in the meeting.
I'd say so.
Yeah. I was gonna say like, whoever you plan to use next can be an associate of Velen's, and that
Perfect.
way I can link it in like very easily.
Awesome.
But they don't need to be at this meeting. They'll just know what the plan is. You know what I mean?
Got it.
So and by the way, this is, you know, like Vidrux is gonna be mayor of 10 towns, and Gabe has other plans, just so people are clear on what the game plan is. Yeah. So Velen gets you all together and says like, okay, now that the dragon is dealt with, and she has like a fairly cheerful voice, but she looks like a grizzled old lady with an eye patch. You know what I mean? Like she's just kind of been through a lot, but like it doesn't really bother her too much. Now the dragon is dealt with, and you sit down in the Northlook Tavern at a table.
You're welcome, by the way. No one said thank you.
Thank you.
I didn't expect you to be the...
I don't know. I feel like the 800 survivors of the town probably are grateful that they're not dead, but they got a lot of stuff not to thank you for, too, so maybe shut the hell up.
Oh, good. I was getting bored of everybody being super down about stuff.
All right. Well, you know, if I had other choices, I'd go for them, but you're the most proficient people in this town, so you know, well, if rudeness aside, we'll keep moving on. And she takes a mug of something from a kobold that's just like handed it to her, and just takes a slug of it and puts it down. Her 3 kobolds are like in the vicinity. And she says, I need your help. See, there's an ancient city buried under the ice. This city, Ithrin, is a lost fragment of the Empire of Netheril, whose wizards created like many of the magic items that we find everywhere, you know? And it holds magic beyond our wildest dreams, and what I'm figuring is that it will have a place where we might learn something about how to end all this dark sky, endless winter shit. Interested? Ancient Netheril? Magic beyond our wildest dreams?
I mean, have you seen me?
Is that a yes?
Get on, man. I want a magic thing.
She rubs her eye patch as if it's like, I see you, but I don't know what that means.
Of course we would love to help with this.
Can we talk about how perfect this is? Because Vidrix hated that magic stuff anyways. So, like, inside, he's like, oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God.
Trying to hide the, like, dunk.
Yeah. Like, yes.
I don't want to do that shit no more.
All right, good. All right, they're in. What about you all?
Am I there?
Yeah, you're all there. It's a meeting.
Okay, cool.
I wouldn't mind experiencing a season up here. I have a feeling the seasons up here very rather nice.
I mean, might impact
imagine
the whole
spring.
might impact the whole people coming here again, and maybe help with the regrowth of everywhere that has been destroyed.
Imagine Vidrux in summer.
But she looks at Bursa. How about you? Interested? Netheril? Ancient magic? Freeing the valley of Icewind Dale from endless winter?
She makes a small growl in her throat, and I think for the very first time makes eye contact with Vidrux since coming in here. Sure.
She like watches between you and goes like, meaningful glances. Got it. All right, cool. You're in.
I hate people.
How about you? Points at Rattle.
Yeah, I mean, I was having kind of an existential crisis about what it was that I could do to help people. And if I can help people by killing
needs an
things...
existential crisis like magic. Perfect. You're in. Good.
Yeah. Magic.
All right. Wonderful. How about you? Points at Vidrux.
No, I am going to help rebuild up top. Believe me, I enjoy Netheril as much as the next person.
No, he doesn't.
He's lying.
No, yes, I'm lying. I hate that stuff so much.
She like goes from a smile to like a frown to a smile again, like she's not really sure if you're serious or not serious.
So serious. I went inside of a tower that was upside down, and I was good.
It was great. There was a guy, and he kind of exploded himself.
Noted. Okay, we'll have to fill that spot with one of my associates, but I'm sure I can do that. So let me tell you a little bit more, huh? So using divination magic, the Arcane Brotherhood has learned that the city is buried deep under the Ragged Glacier. But the glacier can be cracked open at a place where the waterfall once flowed down inside, but is since frozen. We already found the waterfall. All we need now is the magic to break it open, and we can get in there. Get in and check out Ithrin. Ancient Netherese city, frozen in the ice. How much more could you want? Me? Not much.
I mean,
I
adventure.
love them.
Yeah.
We like adventure,
So,
but we're not adventurers. I feel like that I should clarify that.
I am now.
Oh,
yeah,
I've had a change of heart.
So the
I'm
really
not a murderer anymore. I'm a murderer for good reasons.
That's a vigilante.
great.
That's what I am.
That's all I need you for. Now, here's the thing. We can't go to Ithrin without some of the items that we need to find, so we'll have to find some stuff before we can get there. There are two things we need. One is the Codicil of the White. The other is an orb that I lost. Professor Scant's in there, and he knows everything, so I gotta get that back
I'm doing
somehow.
an
They're both currently on an island in the Sea of Moving Ice, I'm pretty sure. The Codicil of the White will be there. The orb will be there with Professor Scant in it.
The big thing.
You're gonna have
Turtle.
to. She's like, you're gonna have to be more specific when you say big thing.
The turtle that lives there. I always wanted to see that. Was it a whale?
Okay. Yeah, I
think it was a whale.
I don't know. I don't know about that thing. But what I can tell you is that the codicil of the White, rumored to contain a spell or ritual that can carve a passage through the ragged glacier, which is where the city is, right? This is a book written by Oral's followers, so it's going to be in a place where she's going to have a lot of influence. And that place is, of course, the Sea of Moving Ice on a shrouded island, right? Obviously. So we'll go there. We'll get the old codicil. I'll find the orb. Then I can ask the professor some more questions. Then we can open the glacier. Then we can finish this whole winter deal. Good? Good. All right, cool. The other thing is there's going to be a ton of really valuable stuff, more than likely, along the way. And I don't really care too much about all that stuff, except for the orb, obviously, because that's mine and I want it back. Anybody want to know some more stuff about Netheril? Or are we good? You guys already experts? Good?
No, you can tell us the story on the way. It's gonna be a long way, isn't it?
Yeshivan has many books. I think Yeshivan is an expert.
I like reading about these kinds of things. Books are kind of my deal.
Well, you know what? Let me fill you in anyway, eh? I'll give you some tips I learned from my old Professor Scant friend in the orb. Netheril was a vast human empire ruled by wizards whose mastery of the Weave remains unsurpassed to this day. There is no better magic than Netherese magic. It is the coolest magic, and thus the best places to find magic you won't find anywhere else. Also, some of the stuff they learned came from the elves. The rest came from a study of artifacts called the Nether Scrolls. If we could find anything to do with the Nether Scrolls, we'd be the Arcane Brotherhood would, they'd grant us a million billion gold for the rest of our lives, I'm pretty sure. They also have magic that's more powerful than Wish and, sheared mountaintops and lifted entire cities into the sky, that kind of fun stuff when they were around. Yithrin, this place that we're planning to go in the glacier, yeah, no, I see your hand. Could you just hold that until the end of class? I'm I'm lecturing right now. So, the other thing is, that Yithrin, this place we're going, used to be a floating city, used to fly, up in the sky. It's stuck in the glacier now because they all fell down and hit the ground and the dirt and the snow in this case. But they would need a powerful magical item to float it in the sky. It's called a mythalar. And honestly, it likely survived the crash and might have other properties as well as the ability to change the weather. Think about what that could mean for Icewind Dale if we found the mythalar. We could change the weather up here. That would be
just be
That would
Dale.
be amazing.
It should stay cold. If you don't like it being cold, live somewhere else.
If we had the mythalar, we wouldn't have to do that.
Versa?
Fine. Sure. Versa will remember that.
You, one with your
Question.
hand. Yeah, you with the hand up. What's
If
up?
they were so awesome, why did the cities fall out of the sky?
Because gods of magic get really angry, and they were too awesome, and the gods of magic were like, no more of that, and then that's basically what happened.
But if we get the thing, the gods of magic aren't gonna just
Well, we're not a
Put
whole
us underground.
civilization of people flaunting it all day and all night every single time we do anything, so maybe they won't notice.
I can do that. I'm sneaky.
Yeah. Right? It's fine.
I want all the magic items.
I want the mythalar. She doesn't say that out loud.
Listen, we'll figure it out one way or another once we find these things. But like I
I don't
said,
care about that, but
like I said,
I want a knife.
the first thing we need is the codicil of the White and my orb with the professor in it back. That's what I got. So we can go there whenever you want. We'll go to the shrouded ice fortress, or not fortress, but you know what I mean. Place.
Can you do a teleport? Or do we have to walk?
We're gonna have to. That's what the sleds are for, dummy. Other sled.
I thought that was just because you needed to find us. Oh, come on. You always find these wizards. No one can teleport.
None of us can teleport either, and everybody's abilities come to them when they come to them, Rattle. Perhaps she has not learned how to do teleport.
So the other thing we should probably be aware of, right, is this place is kind of Aurel's, or like one of Aurel's, looked over places because we need the codicil. And that's going to be in the hands of Aurel's worshippers, which means Aurel might be watching. But you might be thinking to yourself, oh no, a god. What are we going to do? A goddess angry with us. What are we going to do? But why would a goddess hide out in the mortal plane if they didn't have some kind of weakness or something to hide, right? So I think we're okay. I think we're okay at the moment, because they're not like watching over from some divine place. They're like here in the mortal plane doing Aurel things.
Okay.
So don't worry about that too much. You're not gonna get smoted from atop the highest icicle or whatever. We're gonna get that codicil. It's gonna be great. We'll go there.
Glad you feel confident about this. It is definitely instilling a sense of confidence in all the rest of us as well.
Wonderful. Good. That's what I had hoped for. Now we'll get going pretty soon, but I can give you some time to like wrap things up here in Bryn Shander, and then we'll make our way to the floating island in the Sea of Frozen Ice and steal from a goddess.
Oh, yeah, when you put it that way, I don't think I've ever wanted to do anything more.
So she smiles and sort of goes like, glad to have you on board, except for you, I guess. That's a shame. But I'll contact one of my associates and they'll take the place. That's fine. They can work with you guys, I'm sure. And
we're very easy to work with.
Yeah. After she leaves.
Yeah, she's like, good luck with the towns, and then stands up, dusts her hands, and her kobolds and her like walk off. Back in a few days, like a day or so, and we'll get going.
Yeah. Yeshvan turns to Vidrox and kind of bats their eyelashes at him and goes, I may not make it back from this alive. You want to have dinner with me tonight?
Yeah, okay, sure.
Great.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, you know what? You wore me down.
Oh, that's
so romantic.
Let me rephrase that.
You wore me down.
I can't fight this entrancement that I have been a victim of for so long. All those advances, all those words, all those times you were in my head, looking at me with that smile, saying, "The Drux, I know you heard me talk to a god when you pretended to be sleeping." Wait, crap, that never came up.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. I'm here for that. Excuse me, the fuck? I was over here barfing up an owl pellet, but I have follow-up questions.
Owl pellet?
I will be happy to answer your questions after I tell Vidrux, one, he's lucky he's cute because he's full of shit.
Yes. Yes, I am.
That means you're the only one who's like possessed, because it turns out I'm not.
I'm not possessed.
What?
I've seen you and you've got.
That's not possession.
Yeah.
My power is granted to me by someone else.
Ooh.
I'm not ready to answer that question just yet.
That's fair, because I realized we never asked.
I don't think you know.
Do you know?
Do I know?
Yeah.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
So you're just not going to tell us?
There are still some things I'm trying to figure out about them, and I guess about myself. I think I have a pretty good idea, and I'm getting closer to knowing those answers. But what I will tell you is that they're not someone I have any desire to cross anytime soon.
I mean,
And I made this deal with them because they have the power to help me fix some issues from my past. And I've chosen for the time being to trust them.
You can
And
just
they have
rattle to
placed-
stab whoever you need that you have issues with.
Hmm?
You can probably, if you have issues with someone in the past, just tell Rattle to stab them.
I was about to offer to stab the patron thing, but
it's not exactly an issue that can be stabbed into some. I mean, it could, but that would just make things.
I don't know. I heard a great saying that violence can solve anything, and if it isn't solving it, you're just not using enough.
I don't know. I have to say I kind of enjoy the power I have from them, and I definitely like the look. You know, the power. Cool. The power doesn't feel wrong.
Well, do you want to go and deal with that stuff now or after? We're kind of on a timeline.
Well, I mean, I have a date with the mayor of 10 Towns.
You're after that.
Speaker, technically.
What's a mare?
It's a male horse, I think.
A more
that makes sense.
Powerful version of a folk hero.
I just know of a John. I saw you break a
You're
little
the worst.
Bursa kind of just snorts and unclasps her owlbear cloak and like folds it and just pushes it into Vidrux's hands.
I'll make you a trade. And
yes, I will accept your dragon. Thank you.
I pull out the small dancing hair figurines that we got very, very early on.
Yeah.
But one is painted to be a little bit like white on the top, but like red and brown. And the other one is painted to be white. I'm going to hand it to Bursa.
A good trade. And she like pulls out a little pouch from around her neck and like puts it in.
Oh, I want to trade too.
Okay.
However,
I
mimicking
pull out
the like seriousness, take out one of my knives and I try and give it to him.
I'll take
Quick,
it.
I can only trick you for 2 seconds.
I'm surprised you think you get that long. And I'm going to give you the other small wooden figurine I have of a yawning walrus painted in red and black.
Hey, this matches my big
Wait,
love
wait,
one.
is this the big love walrus? No.
Yes,
No, I already have that.
Yeah. Rattle has that one. I'm giving him the small one.
Okay.
Woolry?
I'm also going to, it's probably disgusting. I'm going to pull out the basilisk head and liver and give it to Bursa too.
Oh my God, thank you. She looks like she's gonna cry a little bit, like, oh, liver.
All right. Well, the mayor, if you need of our services, again, you probably know where to. Yes. We killed a dragon and we didn't get shit.
You could have got infinite Chartolin.
You're just going to loot the empty houses, aren't you? Rattle?
Also,
yeah.
You got all this stuff. You got every single thing from the treasure hold of Zardarok. What do you mean nothing?
Yeah.
Yeah, but Yeshivon took all of it.
I did not. I took 2 things. I got the wand and I got a cloak, and I didn't take anything else.
That was all the things.
That's all the things.
There were so many other
There was
things.
a bunch of other stuff.
There was another, like there was a whole other cloak that was available.
By the way,
and
friends,
other stuff as well.
I didn't show you this, but look at this artwork. Isn't this the fucking best?
That being said, I haven't really gotten anything from any other places that we've been. So.
Nah.
The kitty.
Look at that big Chartolin boy.
Yeah, baby.
Charlie.
I love Charlie.
That person in the middle is dead.
They're fine.
They are getting.
They're shooting one.
They are getting incredibly lasered. Yeah.
Yo, that arrow is not making it to the dragon.
They're
trying to get through the light.
I just love that. I just love that. Unlike any other dragon in the entirety of D&D, this dragon has a laser beam.
Yo, this is my favorite dragon
as hell.
ever. He's thick as shit, and he's got a laser mouth.
Well, with that, I believe Yeshivon and Vidrox are gonna go on a date, but we'll deal with that next episode.
Can they just deal with it in between episodes?
Bye.
I don't want to hear anything about that.
Seconded.
Bye.
People
Whoa!
populating is disgusting.
Bye.
Wait, I did get a magic item. I have disguise. I totally forgot. I need to fuck about with that.
Like the wand and the cloak are literally the first magic items I've gotten this entire campaign. So
It's not true. You got the skull. It's just weird. The skull that's like that lights
spine
up.
skull?
Yeah.
No, that we're gonna install that in Rattle. That thing isn't magic. It don't
Fake
do
Wonder
nothing.
Walkers. Yeah, we're putting that in like my neck.
No, you did. This is your second. I took notes. You have that bag of tricks that you haven't used.
Oh yeah, I do have my bag of
that's
tricks.
right.
I have a bunch of animals that I haven't used yet. You are
Shut
correct.
up. Oh
We're
my
so
goodness.
bad
Oh,
at D&D.
oh my goodness. Those should be fun to bust out in a little underground.
Nah, you're gonna forget before next week.
No, I won't. I won't.
All right, Elf. Go ahead.
Chat.
Whenever you're good, guys, it's cool.
Is it the end of the episode or something?
Yeah, it is. So we're gonna call it there, my friends, and I believe next week Gabe will be back with a new character who we're gonna work on over the course of the week. I hear that there may be already some plans for art and stuff, so I don't have to worry about it. Thank fuck for that. And let's do our shout outs. So
Quick question.
Yes.
Is that character coming back as level 6 or level 7?
You guys are all level 7 now, because
Hey, except for Vidrex.
That's
Verdrex also
fine.
Verdrex also gets level 7. It's fine.
Because who knows? Like, I mean, he's not dead, so.
All right, cool. Well,
We could redeem ourselves to the point where he wants to hang out with us again.
Probably not.
Indeed.
Please go, Elf.
Sorry.
It's okay. So shout outs. Gabe, you go.
Hi, I'm Gabe James Games on Twitch, Twitter, and pretty much everywhere else. I'm the in-house game designer for Roll20. I do game design with MCDM and a bunch of other things. You can find me on the Roll20 Twitch channel on Fridays at 10 a.m. Pacific time. I'm actually going to be talking with Sharif, just a little go through about what he's going to be doing with the Kids and Bike campaign that you can find on Monday on the Roll20 Twitch channel. You can find me on Thursdays on the Wandering DM channel at 8 p.m. Eastern time playing through Cyberpunk Red. I actually practiced my spiel today. Other than that, you can find me on the internet doing all kinds of chaotic things, especially with these lovely people. I didn't have an end phrase. Boom.
Yeah, Dave.
Hello. Sorry, I was changing my sneak attack to 4d6. Thanks for going to watching, everyone. I had a great time, and I really enjoyed that. We were kind of like scheming in the side chat of who got to have like cool scenes and stuff, and it was really nice to like work as a team to highlight everybody's character growth moments. I became less evil.
We were scheming in the side chat? I didn't see any of that. Okay,
Yeah,
never
no.
mind. It's fine. Go. Keep going.
I'm less CE now. I'm still there, but like a bit more closer to the middle. As we mentioned at the beginning, I wrote a blog for Roll20 on the updated dynamic lighting stuff, which you can check out on their site. I think they tweeted about it as well. I'm pretty proud of it. I did some good words. People have told me they're good words. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me.
Cool. Aki, go.
Hi everybody, I'm Maki, and you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at MixGenie in a Bottle. That's MXGINIINABOTTLE. My entire Twitch streaming schedule can be found over on my personal Twitch stream, twitch.tv/ShidariAki. That's SHIDAREAKI. And things that are coming up for me this week is the little show I was talking about on Indicate, where I'll be playing Visigoths versus Molgoths over on the Indicate Twitch channel. I believe that starts at 11 a.m. Yep, that's 11 a.m. Over there. And I mean,
What day?
It's Friday the 12th. I do lots of stuff all over the place. So many things. I think I've officially reached max capacity to the point where like I've got so much to do. I might as well be a Bria Iyengar. No, I will never have that much to do. I will never be that cool. But yeah, that's me.
Abria, you're next.
Hi, follow me on social media at Quiddie, QUIDDIE. Current streams, I've got a podcast called Storybenders. That's about Avatar: The Last Airbender. Yes, I am very excited that like RPGs and my podcast are mushing together and making cool stuff.
You will invite me if you ever do anything to do with that.
When I am harassing them, like just give to me now. Same with Dragon Prince, which by the way is all I could think of the moment you went to go like forcibly hatch the dragon. I was like, oh, we're playing Dragon Prince now. Oh, he's leaving the campaign. Damn it. That's fine. It's fine. I'm not going to take that personally. Other than this game, on Fridays, you can catch me over on Failed Save, which is a D&D actual play on Pixel Circus's channel at 6 p.m. Earlier than that, at 2 p.m., you can actually catch me over on Dice Envy's channel, where I work as a marketer. And we just do like a little dice chat. Over there. Oh God, I'm missing other things. Oh, this week is special. I'm playing Blackbirds with some very cool kids on a channel. It's with like Ash Minnick, Mark Meir, Cynthia Marie, and some other very cool people. I'll have details for that on socials. And yeah, other than that, cool stuff coming down the pipeline. Yay!
Hell yeah! And then there's me. I'm Distracted Elf. You can find me at twitch.tv/DistractedElf or on Twitter at DistractedElf. I do this, and then I also do a Star Wars game for Roll20 upcoming. The GM streams are still going, but the first episode will be on February the 19th, which is like in 2 weeks from now, which is really very, 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 very cool. So check that out over on Roll20's YouTube, or not YouTube channel, but Twitch channel, and YouTube, I guess, after. Other than that, I do video game stuff. I do a little writing stream on Tuesdays. We're currently working through Warlock patrons. We have one more to write, a single more patron, and then we're on to editing mode and then release mode. So I will have written something with a credit to my name after I put that out. So that's cool. And then, yeah, that's it for me. But it's not it for my buddies Roll20 who pay me money. So if you like virtual tabletop games like you've just seen, where we can track all the dice, we can track all the content, if you like Icewind Dale Rime of the Frostmaiden and you think, hell, I want to run Icewind Dale Rime of the Frostmaiden, you can do that by purchasing it on Roll20.net, where it is available to you, as well as many other D&D products and other non-D&D products, if that's your jam. Sign up for free at Roll20.net to play virtual tabletop stuff. I guarantee you will get less guacamole on your character sheets than you would if you were at a table. That's it.
That's a big selling point for you, girl.
That's it. And I will see you guys later. Have a good one, friends, and lovely game. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Bye.